going? All right, we should be ostensibly live. Yes, we are. Okay. Welcome, Rewinders and future board game lovers to the Retro Rewind Pod. My name is Francisco. Here this morning, we're going to be playtesting, once again, Junkyard Juggernauts, this board game I'm currently designing. I have with me Celeste from Geek Devotions, Daryl Hafner from Awesome Theater and Magic Stuff, and Yoshi from Canada. Yoshi from the awesome soundtrack compositions of Corgi. What is it, Yoshi? Can you hear us, Yoshi? Is Yoshi
there?
there?
No. His mic died.
Oh, did it say, is that what it said?
Yeah, he says, hold on.
Oh, no. Oh, and I don't have music going. You guys won't be able to hear the music, but I usually have music up for people watching the stream, so let me... Oh, there we go. There's Yoshi.
Sort of, okay. Yeah. I worked on Corky Cove and Midas Adventure.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And those are available on Steam, right?
On Steam, yeah.
Very cool.
That's cool.
Okay, give me a second, guys. Almost to a place where I can do something. And then my son apparently needs something. So 1 second.
Being dad comes first.
Indeed.
Sometimes.
Exactly. Okay, let's reduce this volume because it's going to blare at everyone. Okay, that should be good. Okay, guys, I will be right back. So sorry.
Good.
Sorry, we are so unentertaining stream.
Are you guys doing that Tetris thing again this year, or was that just a theme when you guys were doing that movie?
You know, we've done it twice now, so I don't know if we're going to do it again this year or if we're going to hold off and do it at some other point. So we have not discussed that, although that was in the middle of March, wasn't it, last year?
Yeah, it was around March. That's the only reason I asked.
Yeah, it's not one of our yearly things.
Oh.
So, although I will let Dallas know that there is interest.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
And of course, the music decided to just not play fully and just like stop. Good morning, Babo. How are you doing? Thank you guys for your patience. All right. Is everyone in and can see the board and all that? We're all good there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Welcome to Galmenni, a land of magic, mechs, and a splash of mystery. We are heirs to the throne of Galmenni, but last night our parents disappeared, and we got reports in from the land that the cities of Galmenni have been taken over by some entity called the Warlord, It set up these massive mechs in those cities to keep them under the control of the Warlord. And so our tutor Dawburn took us to the only place where he thought we would have any hope, all the way down to the Galmenni Junkyard. So in Junkyard Juggernauts, we're going to be playing as, let's see, I'm going to be playing as the Mageneer Riviera. Yoshi's playing as Malcolm, who's tied to the Earth magic. Alessi is playing as Saffron, tied to fire magic. And Daryl is playing as Hobart, tied to wind magic. So I just put these little pieces on your little card of your player to block off the areas you can specialize in later. You'll specialize in certain ways by having either certain cards in your Juggernaut that we're going to build here in a second, or by having a combination of that and destroying one of these golems that are in the city. But so the whole point of this game is, though, we need to defeat this warlord that has run amok in the land of Galmenni. So we're going, and what's going to happen is one of us is going to be tempted to be the warlord's acolyte. So one of us is going to end up playing as the warlord. If you draw the warlord's card in this, there's this big pile of cards in the lower left hand of the map. We're all going to be drawing cards through there to try to get pieces to build our mech, our juggernaut. If you draw the warlord card, you have to keep it and keep that secret. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. And you'll essentially be playing against the other players. And but at the end, in the sort of the final battle, if the warlord defeats all the Mageneers, gets all their HP down to 0, the warlord will win. If the Mageneers get the warlord down to 0 and he isn't able to cling back to life, the warlord can essentially have two lives in a way, or has that possibility. If you get it down fully where he can't come back again, then the Mageneers win. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry, my son is apparently having an issue right now, so I'll be right back.
Okay. That's okay, because it gives me time to publish an episode. That I forgot to do yesterday. Yay!
Yes. Do, 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 do.
Sorry guys, it has been a week.
It's okay.
Hey Drake, good morning. Let's see, and my face will hopefully become less pink here in a second as the camera adjusts. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go ahead and start so we can get going. The first thing we're gonna do down here, we're brothers and sisters down here in the junkyard. Our tutor's saying, hey, we need to put together some juggernauts so we can go and try to defeat this warlord. Because as we were traveling down here, there are rumors we were hearing about this massive behemoth of a robot that was seen across the countryside. We think it's the warlord, so we need to prepare for that. So we're going to build our juggernaut by finding all these essentially limbs in this pile, and we're going to start by I'll start by we're each going to take something called a recovery action, where if we're going to draw 2 cards that are face down. It's essentially like you're going up to this junk pile, you're like dusting off or cleaning off 2 different pieces, and you pick the one that you want to have. And how that's represented is you'll take 2 cards in your hand, and you decide to keep one. The other one you're going to put back out face up so that other people can see it. Then we'll go to the left. So Daryl would go next, and his recovery action could be likewise drawing 2 cards that are face down, picking one, putting one back, or he could take 1 card that's face up. So, and then we'll go, then Lusty will go next, then Yoshi, since he's last, he'll get to go twice, essentially take 2 recovery actions, and then it will snake draft, go back to Lusty, Daryl, me, and we'll just go back and forth that way. If you're wondering what cards you're looking for, what you should be mindful of, I'm going to show this bottom card down here. I'm going to put this right out in the middle of the map. If you all want to hover over this card and press spacebar to be able to bring it up, I'm just going to explain the different elements. Most of the cards in Junkyard Juggernauts have multiple uses. They're multi-use cards. For right now, I'm going to try drip feeding you guys the rules as we go. But for right now, the things to focus on are the power level of the card. So in the top of this card, you'll see a leg image. It could be the leg limb. In the bottom is the arm limb. And so each of these cards has a power level. What would you guys guess this power level is of this card?
6.
Oh, you're a genius, Daryl. Yes, it is 6. Good job. So essentially the power levels go from 2 to 10, much like a standard poker deck. And you're going to be combining essentially 4 of these cards to make your juggernauts. 2 for the legs, 2 for the arms. There are ways to get little bonuses based on pairing like numbers or like elements together. Like this would be an earth card, for instance. When you pair similar cards in your arms or your legs, you'll get a bonus, but I would focus mainly on trying to get the highest numbers possible to build out your juggernaut, because that's just going to end up probably being the best for your overall build. It's just the higher numbers you can get, great. The only other thing that you may want to focus on, it's between a high number and a low number, is you may want to go with the low number if it is going to help you specialize. For instance, with Lusty, for instance, for her specialization, she's going to need a fire limb somewhere in her juggernaut to start a specialization. For Yoshi, he's going to need a water and a earth limb in his juggernaut to specialize. So, and you can read what you get to if you specialize by, again, hovering over your card, pressing spacebar. The block over it won't be there, so you'll be able to read what it is. But yeah, so you can use any of these cards for a leg or an arm. You get to pick. They're all going to be the same number each card, so you're never going to have like an arm that's a 10 and a leg that's a 2. They're both going to be 10s, or they're both going to be 2s. But you can figure out how you want to use the card, whether it's legs or arms. And when you end up putting it on the board, which we're going to do, there's a different build phase after we've gone through all the cards. So don't start playing cards out on your player board until I say it's the build phase. But they should automatically orient on your board when you put them down. Just try to get them in roughly the right spot, and they should orient. So you don't have to worry about is this an arm or a leg? It doesn't really matter if the leg was showing as the arm, because it's really the number that matters in terms of mechanics. Just for visuals, one's an arm and one's a leg. The junk pile is great. Thank you, Drake. All right, so with that, I'm gonna
get some clarification.
Yeah, of course, Yoshi. Yes.
When you said that in your regeneration thing or action, after someone has already dug through the deck, like done their 2 cards, and one is revealed, does the next person decide between picking it up versus looking through the deck, or do they look through the deck and then they can decide from 3 cards now or whatever?
No, they would choose either take 2 cards that are face down and keep one of them, or take 1 card that's face up. You don't get the option of both. Unless, Yoshi, you would be the last player in the sequence, so you would get to do that twice, essentially. You'd get to pick, okay, do I want to take 2 cards, keep 1, take another 2 cards that are face down, keep 1, or maybe I want to take 2 cards that are face up, because you're the last you and me will be the last in the sequences in the back and forth, so we'll have that option. But does that answer your question?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Let me move this out of the way. Let me shuffle it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start. And you can, to take a card into your hand, hover over the card in this junk pile and press T, as in take, T to take. So I'm going to take 2, and I'm going to put this one back out. And now it is Daryl's turn. Oh, so you don't flip it over here, Daryl. You take it into your hand because...
That was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
That was me. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking about individual turns, and so I was like, I need to click cards.
Oh, no. It's not. Yeah, when it's your turn, Leslie, I'll let you know when it's your turn. You'll go next here.
How do I put one back down? I'm sorry.
Where'd you put it back down? Is that what you said?
No, just trying to remember. Never mind. There we go.
Okay. Though it looks like you have 2 cards in your hand. Did you accidentally draw 3 cards, Daryl? Is that what happened?
No, one is one you put down, I think.
Okay.
Only got 1.
Well, it's just showing us 2 things in your hand because we can see each other.
Oh, I'm holding my Hobart card.
Oh, okay. That's what's going on. But the Nerdy Disciple, hello. Reporting as ordered, Captain. Hello, Interland. Hello. The Nerdy Disciple. Why is that? Who?
Hey, Mike.
Oh, okay. I was like, why do I know? Well, I know I've recognized that name somewhere. Okay. Okay. So now it is Celeste. It's your turn. So you take 2 cards, keep 1, put 1 back. And some of these cards may be a torso, so they don't have the numbers on it. It looks like sort of this middle section of a robot body. You can hold on to that, or you can put it back out. You don't have to hold on to that. Each of us will get one of those by the end. But if you're like, I don't want this one because each of it has a little special ability, you can put one out that you don't have to hold on to it. But if you've kept one, you can't then keep another one. You always have to put back out one if you've kept one already in your hand.
Okay, and how do I put it down again?
So you click and drag it out of your hand out onto the board somewhere.
Oh. Okay. Did that work? No. How do I just do 1?
You should just be able to click on 1 in your hand and drag it out.
Okay.
If 2 are being dragged out, that means you shift clicked. So I would click somewhere else on the board and then go back to your hand, click on one of them and drag it out.
Which cards are...
Okay, thank you, Leslie. I saw that.
Oh,
I'll move it into position.
out?
What was that, Yoshi?
Which cards are tossed out?
Which
are
cards
leftovers?
are tossed out? So yeah, these ones that are down below the pile you can take any of those. So it is your turn, Yoshi. You can take one of these that are face up, you can take 2 that are face down and keep one, and put the other one back. And then you get to go again. So let's say you drew 2 cards that you liked both of them. You could essentially keep them both, but you would have to show one of them because we want it's
Right.
part of the game is knowing, sort of having a sense of what some people are going for.
So this card that says big, is that centerpiece?
Yes, that would go in your torso section. And so Twig's special ability is when damaged, you roll a die. And the damage will miss on a disable roll, which is essentially you rolling a 1. So you have essentially with Twig, you always have a chance to cancel any damage that's combat inflicted. I have yet to see him actually do it because usually people won't roll a 1, but it can happen.
Okay. So when I look for a type of card, what icon am I looking at?
So
am I looking at a text or
you're looking mainly for if you're in, are you trying to specialize? Is that what you're sort of focusing on? Is that why you're asking, or are you asking
I don't
just?
know. It's just when I look at the card, I'm not exactly sure what I'm completely looking at.
Okay.
There's text here. It says leaf. It says grade on the green card that I'm looking at. Like, do those mean anything, or is it just a word? You know?
Okay, so there's certain if you're not sure of what certain icons are, so I'm putting this card on the main pile. This is next to your player board, but this card right here, if you flip it over, there's an explanation of what icons are. I don't know if that will answer your question. I'm gonna put it back here just so it's not in the way. Again, you can always hover over that and press spacebar to bring it up close to you. But I think I may not be answering your question, Yoshi, but really the thing to focus on right now are just the numbers. You want the highest numbers as you can to be able to build out your mech. You may also want to focus on getting green cards and blue cards. That's earth and water, because those will allow you to specialize when you build your Juggernaut. But otherwise, I think I would just focus on numbers.
So if I look at the color of the card, I can find out what whatever type it is, or I can look at the icon below the
icon. So the icon that's around the number is going to be similar to the icon on the little icons that are in the descriptions of cards. So this 3 that's showing is an earth card. Green is earth.
Okay.
This 4 is a wind card. Purple is wind. Water is blue. Red is fire. Now, I have not played this with anyone that has color blindness, so I don't know I'm not sure if you're colorblind or not, Yoshi. So if that's something that if anyone ever is, hopefully they'll tell me, because that would help me a lot to know whether or not things will. I need to be aware of that as something to tell people. I think I'm past the Rubicon of changing much, but if that is something, then it would be helpful to know that, so I can at least prepare people with that information.
I think it's just personal preference to see like a text of the tape, I guess, directly on the card.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see that. It's more a color association.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do. Oh, do I drag it down? To
You
the
can
bottom of
drag
my
it down
screen?
into your hand. Faster way to do it is just to hover over a card and press T, and that will take it into your hand.
Am I grabbing 2?
Yeah, you were grabbing 2. There you go.
Okay.
Swade says, or Bob says, torsos are
Right.
not fashionable this time of year. I guess not.
I have to flip them in my hand to see them. Is that how that
I
works?
guess. So when you when you drag them into your hand like that, they may just stay face down. When you take them, they will automatically face up to you. But to flip them in your hand, you hover over them and press F to flip.
Yeah. Oh, I was doing that and didn't. Okay. I'll keep this card and then I just put it below the junkyard.
Yeah, just somewhere below that. Exactly. Yep, that's perfect. Now you get to go again, and you can take one of these face-up cards, or again, you can do the 2 face-down cards.
So, for example, I'm reading this purple 4 card. It says Fairy Aid, and it says restore HP to the current maximum. That be like your total HP.
So yes, that
works.
And all. So those amplify effects, those other uses of these cards. I don't usually share what they do right now because it's so much of a rules dump if I were to go into all those elements. But to give you an overview, each of these cards has an amplify effect, which is something that's used in combat. For Fairy Aid, essentially what would happen is if you're battling one of these Junkyard or the Warlord, you can play an amplify card like this Fairy Aid. This one in particular will restore you to your current max HP. Your max HP is all your limb powers added together. So let's say I had 2 arms that were both 2s and 2 legs that were both 3s. That's an overall HP of 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. So that's 10. So my HP would be 10. So if I played the Fairy Aid, my HP would, if let's say it's at 1, it would go back up to 10. And there's some dice rolls that go with that also, but that's what the amplifiers do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to read and understand probably the disabled kind of effect or whatever key term. Makes me wonder, like, if one limb gets disabled or something, then does that contribute not to the HP?
No, so that's a great question. So all these types of questions are great for when we're in combat. Right now, it's a little. I get that you want to.
Too far.
You want to have your best options right now.
Right.
I think
it's kind of how I think about it.
yeah. So Yoshi, you'd be someone that'd be perfect if I had a rule book to have sent it to you beforehand, so you could just know all these things. Unfortunately, that's when I teach this, it's a bit too much for everyone to keep everything in their heads. And if I were to try to share everything, I'm just going to re-explain it later. So that's why I drip feed the instructions as necessary. If you do have a question about a certain card, and if you don't mind, if you don't care about tipping your hand, okay, I see these 2 cards, Francisco. Which one do you think is better? By all means, you can ask that. Yeah. That's not. I think that won't.
I'm gonna try to pick this one up. Okay. This twig.
Yeah.
Name card.
Okay.
So we're just holding on to these cards.
Yes.
And not doing anything.
We are just holding on to them now. By the end of this phase, we'll all have 7 cards, and we'll be able to build from those. All right. So now is back to you, Celeste. So you can pick one of these one face up card, or do this same 2 face downs. You keep one, put one back out. Yeah, Drake, you're right. The interface, and even in the game, all the elements of it does have a learning curve for sure. So something I'll put out there. The 3s in combat can be pretty powerful because they can allow you to cancel someone's action, or if they try to dispel your action, you can cancel their dispel, so you can get an action through. So the 3s, which most of them are being shown now, are fairly powerful, but in terms of building your Juggernaut, they aren't so much. So just something to be aware of. Okay, did you go just now, Lesty?
I did.
Okay, Daryl, it is your turn now.
All right. I accidentally picked up my info card.
Okay. You are not the first one, nor will you probably be the last one to do that. All right. Also, it would help me if you put your info card back on the table, because I sort of track, okay, if everyone has the right number of cards or not. And if you're showing 3 right now, it's a little confusing to me. Thank you though. All right, so now it's my turn. Geez. Okay, I'm gonna do this and this. Oh gosh. Okay, well then I'll put this one out, and I'm gonna take this one. All right, now it's back to you, Daryl.
Did you do it twice?
Yeah, I essentially did 2 face downs. I kept one, and then I took one of the face up cards. So that was my 2 recovery actions.
All right.
Drake says, I think I did that last time I played even. Picked up the wrong card. Oh, yeah.
Now, do I have to put down one of the 2 I just picked up, or can I take something else out of my hand?
No, it has to be one of the 2 you just picked up. Because if you, thematically, you're walking up to the junk pile again, and you can't take 2 back. So you're leaving one there of the 2 that you sort of clean off and sort of tinker with a little bit. So you wouldn't be like dragging it back from your build pile all the way back up. So yeah, if you've already kept it, you can't then put that back out. A long way of saying just from the 2 that you picked, yes. All right, now it's Celeste's turn.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to catch that up.
Nope, go down. There we go.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
No
I was
worries.
trying to put it in the right spot.
Yeah, no worries. Yoshi, your turn now, and you get to, again, go twice.
Okay.
Hey, Valendro. Valendro says, hi, Retro, and hi, Celeste.
Hi.
Okay, so that's one. Now you get to do one more recovery action. Yoshi.
Okay. Pull 2 cards from the junkyard.
That works. Now, Yoshi, I know you got a body. If anyone happens to get 2 bodies and they already have one, two torsos and they already have one, then you are allowed to put those 2 back out, face up, and then take another recovery action. That's the only time you can ever do that. I'm not sure if that's what happened. I'm just letting you know. Just since I happen to know that you got the twig body already.
Okay, I'm gonna drop this down.
Okay. And I forget, was that your second or your first one?
That's my second action.
Okay.
Second
Recovery action.
thing.
Okay, back to you, Celeste. So this pile of 10 cards do not take from that, just so that's clear. There's just do it from the pile we've been taking from. Oh wait, Celeste, did you take one that was face up?
Yes.
You
Was I
can
not supposed
then
to do
you
that?
can't you just can't then take one that's face down. You're taking
Oh.
either one that's face up, or you're taking 2 that are face down and keeping one.
Oh, okay. Well, here, let me put this one back.
Okay.
I
that's
thought that I could use one of my... I took too many.
it. Okay, just put back the last one you took so you only have 2 that you took.
There we go.
Just move these around some. Okay. All right, so now now go ahead and put one back that you don't want to keep.
Yeah. Okay, I think I
Alright.
did
Yep.
the right thing.
Yeah. Okay, Daryl, your turn.
Your turn.
Wow, you went fast. Okay.
I picked up one of the face-ups.
Oh, okay. No wonder. Okay. Let's see. What do I need? I guess I'm gonna take. I don't know. I guess I'll.
Okay, so I've not seen any cards that look like arms.
So each card has an arm and a leg. So one top of the card is the top of the card when you're looking in your hand is going to be the legs. The bottom part is the arms.
Okay, I understand now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why have I not come across any arms?
Okay, so I did that one. Now I'll take this one. All right, back to you, Daryl.
We'll take that one.
Yeah, certainly some of the artwork is ambiguous as to whether it's arms or legs, but...
Your turn, Celeste. I took another face up.
Okay. Thank you.
Valendra says, you got this, Celeste. Be 'em all. Oh, so Valendra was saying that Celeste is the Warlord. I should have known.
Do I know if I'm the
You know what? That sounds like something a Warlord would say. Oh, would I know if I'm the Warlord? I have no idea.
How do I know?
So in this pile, there's a Warlord card. So if you take it, you become the Warlord or the Warlord's acolyte. So you'll know. I appreciate this act though, Celeste. I'm very convinced that you're not the Warlord. That's amazing.
Yay.
Her evil plan is working.
Exactly.
I'm so glad.
All right. Did you just put one back out, Celeste? Was that
I did.
Okay. So Yoshi, your turn. Valendra says, oh no, Francisco, not Roy. Francisco is always the Francisco Warlord. I'm just encouraging her to betray everyone and initiate PvP anyway. Wow.
Are we sure that he didn't say Roy?
I'm sure he didn't. No, I read ROY as Francisco. That's how that's pronounced.
How I say it.
Wow. And so now that all the cards are face up, we will all just take one card at a time.
Oh, do I still take my two turns first?
Yeah, you do.
And then we all do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, back to you, Celeste.
Okay. Can I discard one of the ones in my hand?
No. You have, and right now we're just taking face up cards.
I accidentally took a card I shouldn't have.
Like you took two body cards essentially. Mm-hmm. Okay, then yeah, put one out, take one instead, and then take your normal turn.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Drake says, if you get the Warlord card, you can't put it back. Correct. So it says, what if it turns out the Warlord was really the fun we had all along the way? Oh my gosh.
So Celeste, did you just put one back out or no?
Yes.
No. At this point, I think we just keep them.
No. I told her she accidentally put out. She actually accidentally took two torso cards. Daryl.
Right, but I thought I saw the 4 come back out.
Yes, because I thought I needed to put a card out.
No, when they're face up, you keep it.
Okay.
Though you shouldn't have 7 in your hand now. That's why I thought it was fine. You should only have 6 in your hand.
I think I took too many cards.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
So do I need a torso at this point or no?
Everyone will need at least one torso. So if you haven't gotten one yet, then yes, you should probably take the torso. Though it's probably gonna be the last card left because no one can take an extra torso if they have one already. So if you want to take a different one instead, Daryl, that's fine too.
Okay. I'll take that one on.
Okay. Haha! I can finally get this torso. Except I have one already. Let's see. Gosh, this is not my day. All right, that's fine. I'll take this one, and then I'll take. Oh, this one. Okay, back to you, Gerald.
So now I have to take that.
Yeah, because that'd be your last turn, essentially. Okay, Celeste.
Lost my mouse. Sorry.
No worries. And Yoshi, you get the last 3. All right, guys. So now we've gone through the whole junkyard. There's still a mess there, but now now we have the cards to build our juggernauts. How that we will all do this at the same time. There's no rush to doing it. There's no turn order. You just do it as you go. Usually you start with putting your torso on your juggernaut space. That's the first part to do. Then you can do legs or arms, but just keep in mind, so your legs, when you add your leg powers together, they have to be a number that's greater than when you add your arm powers add together. So you can't have like a 10 and a 9 in your arms and then a 2 and a 3 in your legs. That just because the legs can't support the arms at that point. So you could flip that and have the 2 and the 3 as your arms and the 9 and the 10 as your legs. But you have to always keep the leg power add together greater, not equal to, but greater than the arm power add together.
If they're equal, is that a problem?
Yeah, that isn't allowed. Because thematically, the way to think about it is your juggernaut body counts as one extra weight, so to speak. So you wouldn't be able to. So you need your arms to be at least one less than your legs.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Or it's very fortunate, maybe. No, it's probably.
Oh, for you it is.
Let's see.
We're all building now at the same time.
Yeah, exactly, Yoshi. Let's see. And if you want to, there's these black sort of triangles underneath your juggernaut. If you want to use them to place over the limb cards, you can do that. It just sells the illusion that this is like a robot with just 2 legs and 2 arms. If you don't want to use those, that's fine too. It's up to you. Arms and legs, exactly. Let's see. I guess I'll do this.
No. Oh no. I accidentally grabbed my dice.
Oh, that happens sometimes. And then I'll do this one.
Stay there, Arm.
Should I be rotating these?
They should. Well, so the stickiness is a little wonky. I'll go ahead and help you here with that, Yoshi, because it's a little. It doesn't always align perfectly. You have to get like right in sort of the middle area, but there you go. Now it's aligned for you. The stickiness target. Think of like if you have a playing card, think of the stickiness target as a quarter, like an actual or some sort of coin that you have in Canada, but like a quarter size something in the middle of that card. That's where you're supposed to target your card you're stacking on it to get the right alignment and stuff. You may ask, well, Francisco, why isn't it just the whole card? Well, because some of these cards overlap and it doesn't work that way when you have overlapping. Once you, let's see, I'm going to peruse how everyone's build is going. Yeah, you're there. You go. You got it. Celeste.
Doing it right?
What was that, Yoshi?
I just copy you.
Yeah. What you did is totally
did.
fine. Now, Yoshi, since you've finished building, go ahead and start adding your stats together. So your attack strength is your arms add together, your speed is your legs add together, and your HP is all your limbs add together.
Okay. Attack strength is my arms. Speed is my limb.
Where are we putting this number?
All right, so so these sort of slot in up here, Celeste.
Okay.
But so to change these numbers, you can scroll wheel to go up or down, or you can press space bar and that'll bring up a display where you can increment in ones, tens, and hundreds. I don't think anyone ever gets to the hundreds, but essentially your attack strength, the first number is your arms added together. So that'd be like 9.
Okay.
And then you add your legs together for your speed. And then your HP is all your limbs added together.
Gotcha.
And then I'll go ahead while you guys are doing that. I'll distribute bonuses. I get no bonuses. Nice job, Francisco. So Yoshi, you're going to get a +2 bonus because both your legs are water element types. So you can pick, I'm giving you this token near your stats. You can pick whether you want to be applied to attack strength or speed. Don't add it into the number, but just keep it by the number. And whenever you're having to use them, you can always just add 2 to whatever number you have later.
This is a one-time, like, static application?
No, you don't apply it, like you don't add it into the number right now, because this could change. As we play, you might get different limbs, you might lose limbs, so you can always lose this bonus. So just keep it by it, and whenever it's applicable to use attack strength or speed, you apply it then.
It can apply to both speed and attack.
No, just one. You're picking now whether you want to apply it. Like, right, if you put it here, you're applying it to attack strength. If you put it here, you're applying it to speed.
I could put it here.
Okay, that probably is wise, yes. Alesti, let's see. You get a +4 bonus because your both arms are the same element and both legs are the same element. So good job with that. You can choose, again, to have this +4 apply to your attack strength or to your speed.
Gotcha.
Don't add it into those numbers, but just decide where you want it.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Daryl, you get also a +4. Well done. I'm just going to put these above your Juggernaut where they should go. So I'll let you pick, Daryl, whether you want that on your attack strength or your speed.
Go ahead, put it on the attack.
Attack strength? Okay. You got it. Oh, okay. So now that we've gotten that, let's see. Speed, I have 14. Yoshi has 14. Celeste has 10. And then, wow, Daryl has 18. So Daryl is going to get to go first during this movement phase. So you are, what are you, Daryl? You're Hobart. And then play will go to the left. So Lesty will go next. Then Yoshi, and I'll go last. All right, guys. So now that we've built our Juggernauts, it's time to get a move on, exploring Galmenni, trying to find this Warlord and where they're camped so that we can destroy them and try to find out what happened to our parents. They just disappeared on us. Maybe the Warlord took them. We don't know. So Daryl gets to go first. How this works is, so why he gets to go first is because his speed's highest. It's not order of speed then. It's just because it's easier to just go everyone clockwise to the left. But the person with the highest speed gets to go first in this. So in Galmenni, I think, Daryl, last time you played, there weren't all these skulls on the map. Is that correct?
No, there was not. I think you added them after we played.
Yeah.
Actually, last time.
Okay. So what these skulls represent are corruption. So the Warlord has spread like this corruption across the land. To get rid of corruption, what you have to do is you have to go from one. Well, let me back it up a little bit. On the map, there's all these little circles with symbols in the middle of them. Some of them are red symbols, some of them are green, some are blue, some are purple. Each of those is a map marker or a map stop. And those represent essentially the number of map stops is how many places you can move, or what represents like a movement amount. So let's say if we're all looking at the map and I have Daryl's token here down here in the Galmenni Junkyard, where we're all essentially here, but I'm just going to start with Daryl. If he wanted to, let's say, move to the city of Swift up here, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 movement markers away. So he would need to be able to move up to 4 movement markers away. How you know how many movement markers you can move is if you look at your cube on this movement track, the number underneath it is the maximum amount you can move. So right now we can all move up to 8 spaces away, or 8 movement markers away. Now, but to remove corruption, Daryl would have to go from here only 1 movement marker away, and then he would you would then clear this corruption. It would turn into a potion, which you could then keep. And potions are helpful in combat. It's just good to have potions. They can also help in quests. So just for now, keep in mind, it's good to have probably as many potions as you can. But when you clear a corruption, right now it's going to take 1 life. So you'll reduce your HP by 1. As we destroy the junk golems, it will go to as high as it will take 3 life from you every time you remove a corruption. So right now, like the Warlord's power is sort of dispersed, but the less he has to control, the more focused it can be. So the more lethal the corruption is. That's how to think about it. So if you want to remove corruption, you have to go from 1 map marker to the next map marker, essentially removing the corruption on the road in between. Okay. If you were to go all the way to Swift, you would remove none of that corruption. So if you go...
No, you don't remove them.
No. Okay. It's because essentially... movement. Yeah, your movement, you're like making a focused effort.
I couldn't like take 8... I can't take 8 steps, take out 4 life, and remove the 4 corruption.
No. It's a focused effort to just move 1. Like you're taking your time clearing the road and purifying it. As opposed to like, I'm just mad dashing to wherever location I want to get to.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are reasons to just not worry about corruption. I usually, especially at the start of the game, I don't usually worry about it. Not because I'm the Warlord, just because I don't worry about it. Just everyone, Drake, Valendro, just so you know. Okay.
So if I do this, I hit the city and remove 1 corruption.
No, because you'd have to go from here to here. You have to go from 1 map marker and clearing the corruption between the road and the next map marker. So it's not if there's no corruption in between. It's just map marker to map marker. Any corruption between those 2, that's what you clear.
Right, but I have 8 map markers, or I have 8 movement right now, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm saying I'm going to this city.
Yeah.
And I'm taking out this corruption along the way.
No, you're not, because there's a map marker here. And so the corruption is in the road between this map marker and this map marker. So if you're beelining
it out as I pass through it.
No, you don't take it out as you pass through it. It's only if you're like, okay, you actually make a decision. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to do the quest or whatever. And then I'm going to, next turn, move there. And that's clearing the corruption.
All right. I'll go this then.
Okay. You will take -4 life going through the Lava Sands Desert, going on this spot and this spot. So reduce your life by 4 if you're going to do that. Keep in mind there's another quest over here that will take no life. So I just want to make sure you're sure you want to go up to that one.
I'll go over here then.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So this part, there's lots of different things to do in Galmenni. You can go to brigand camps and gamble. You can go to cities and try to free them. That's when combat starts. But something Daryl's doing is going on a quest. So there's these exclamation points throughout on the map. There's 4 of them. There's up to 7 quests that you are randomly selected from, but there's 4 per game. So every game it's going to be a little different which quests you get. But Daryl, go ahead and you can flip over this quest and read it to all of us and let us know what's happening.
Wrong button. Let's see. Haunted Lighthouse. After you and your troop prepared camp for the night, they begin telling ghost stories to one another. Though normally uninterested, one catches your ear. Even though the water fox priest returned the gold, the ghost still exacted revenge. And the Swift Lighthouse remains haunted to this day. After inquiring more to resolve, pour out, is that what, 6 potions?
Yeah. Well,
6.
potions times what? You're going to roll d6. Whatever that is, it's the number of potions you'd have to use.
Okay. Ghost sets free and promises to help. As thanks, play this as an artifact. Nightmares cause. Alright, so I guess I will roll the d6 and see if I get lucky here.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I just click on the dice?
Yeah, you click on a dice and press R to roll. And I have noticed I would press R multiple times because sometimes it feels like it will default. Oh, it didn't work for you. Sometimes it feels like it will default to 5 for a roll off of a 1. I don't know why. That's maybe just me, but you got a 4. So that means you'd have to pay 4 potions in order to do the number A. And there are potions on. We all got cards in our hands. On the right hand side of that card, there's. Some people say it looks like a doorknob. It's supposed to be a potion on its side. Like if you were to tilt the card, it'd be more clearly a potion. But you can conceivably have 4 potions at this point. If you have like a 10 or maybe a 10 and a 3 or 2 9s or something like that. But if you don't have that, Daryl, then you will have to take the B option.
Okay, so the 1 HP.
Yeah, the one -1 to HP, and this gets discarded.
Where are we looking for potions we own?
So they'll be next on the. Usually, you keep them in that section. Yeah, exactly, Yoshi.
Right. And those are clear and corruption.
Yes. Also, in your hand, like look at one of your cards. There's a little potion on the right hand side in the middle in that black strip. So you can use cards. That's the other multi-use function of these cards. You can use them as potions as well.
Okay.
How do you know what your HP is?
So your HP is your limbs added together, and it's so the 3 numbers above your juggernaut. The last one is your HP.
You said life and HP, and I was confused.
Oh my bad.
You used 2 different words, so I was like, "Is there 2 different things?"
No, they're both the same. But I should try to just standardize use HP. My apologies, Leslie. That's a great question to clarify on. Okay, so Daryl, I believe so. When you move your movement track down your cube on the map down here down 1. And then, so your next turn, you'll only be able to move up to 5 map markers away. Just for yours and also Yoshi and Lesty's clarification, you can't move through closed gates on the map. So right now, Swift or Headstone would have to be freed in order to get into the Northern Territories. But next up is Lesty. So Lesty, what would you like to do?
I am going to look.
And if you want to hear, like, Francisco, I'm not sure what might be a good thing to do, feel free to ask that. Or if you want to try to figure it out, that's fine too.
Well, you said that going towards lava sands takes away HP, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I free this town here?
So that's not a town. That's just a road with corruption on it. But you can clear that corruption by going to this brigand camp.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. So flip that over and you can put it in your potion. There's a potion section next to your your left leg on your player board. Yeah. Keep it right there. And now at the brigand camp, and these are on your sort of player help card, but a brigand camp, you can either pay a potion or 3 HP. So you're either gambling, hey brigands, I'm gonna gamble, try to get some of your stuff. Here's a potion. Here's my what's it called? Your bet? Yeah, that's a bet you're placing. Or you could just get into a scrap with them and just like, I'm gonna take your stuff, and you just fight them. And so that's the -3 HP. So you pick one of those, You don't have to do either, but you pick one of those. And then you would roll 3 dice, and you get to keep 2 of the results. And the results are on the map between the 2 cities, but I can go over them based on what you roll.
Gotcha. Okay, so how do I loot bodies?
So
how do I get stuff?
So first, are you going to use a potion to gamble with them, or are you going to fight them?
Fight.
Okay, so you just take minus 3 HP, and there's not a big fighting mechanic with brigand camps. So you minus 3, not plus 3.
Yeah, I was trying to zoom in.
Oh, okay. So I believe you're at 19.
So okay, so 2, 3.
Can everybody see that card that was flipped, revealed, or whatever?
Are you talking about the Haunted Mansion that Daryl did?
Thing.
I'm not sure which card you're talking about, unless you're talking about the quest card that Daryl did earlier. Leslie didn't do a card, Yoshi. She went to a brigand camp. That's what this little icon is.
Brigand camp.
Yeah, and you can read what that is on your player card. Or help card, info card, not sure what we call it. Okay, so Celeste, you can shift click on 3 of your dice and then press R to roll them. And you can press R multiple times before you let them land if you want to make sure they're really rolled, but I'll leave that up to you. You can just press R once too. All right. So you got a 1, a 3, and a 5. 1's generally not good, which in combat, that would mean you'd have to disable a limb. You wouldn't have to choose that because you have 3 here. But the other 2, a 3 and a 5, a 5 will give you plus 5 to your attack strength. So you can just increase it by 5 right now.
Okay, hang on. Because I keep moving the board, so then my mouse is moved.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm upping my attack strength?
By 5.
Okay.
Okay, and the 3 is you get to draw let me move this over here. You get to draw a card, an amplify card. So sometimes when you hover over the deck, it will draw all the cards. So I have the habit of just pulling out one, and that's the one you can take into your hand. So T to take that one. All right, so you have an extra card. Okay. That was a great roll, I think, for just 3 HP. All right, so that is your turn. Your movement track goes down 1. And now it is Yoshi's turn.
Okay. We could do 14 bases?
No, so the amount of like little map markers you can move along is dictated by this number that your movement track cube is above. So you're above the 8, so you can move up to 8 spots away, but there aren't any spots that are 8 away that are, unless these gates on Swift and Headstone were open. So really, I think 5 is about the max you can go.
Take a look.
Drake says, always clear the corruption. Well, maybe not always. Oh, and you may be wondering, okay, so clearing corruption, Francisco, that's nice. I'll get potions for that. Another reason to clear corruption is that whatever corruption is left when the Warlord is revealed, though, let's say there were 10 corruption left or 9 corruption left, that would get added to all their main stats. So they would get plus 9 to attack strength, plus 9 to speed, plus 9 to HP. So the less corruption out there, the weaker the Warlord will be at the end.
Much like in real life.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay. Oh.
And again, if you want help knowing, okay, for instance, I'm not sure what the best option here might be, feel free to ask. I'm sure you would know, Yoshi, because if I was in a better position, I would have given you that rule book and you'd be like, oh, I got this, Francisco. But I'm sorry, I'm not to that point yet. I've written a fourth.
What I can, what I can see, there's a fairy icon on the board that I can go to.
Yes.
What does it mean by cross Bitter Run or traverse it to other fairies? So there's another fairy somewhere? Yeah,
there's another fairy up here by Headstone. So essentially, Bitter Run can act as a road. That's just a way of thinking about that. You go from fairy to fairy. Then I'll be
stuck there.
Huh?
So there's if I go there, there's nothing. I can't move beyond the gates.
You can move to Headstone though and fight that Junkolum, or you can move to Swift and fight that Junkolum. Whenever you fight a Junkolum though at a city, they're gonna get a buff and you're gonna get a debuff of some kind. So be aware of that. So for Headstone, for instance, if you go fight a Headstone, you're gonna take an automatic -10 to your HP, and they will do double the normal damage they would normally do.
So I can't land on the same icon as someone else
You can.
when they occupy the space?
No, you absolutely can. That's not a problem.
Join me.
I'm gonna land on...
Keep in mind that
Daryl's?
if you go to where Daryl is, that he did that quest, so it's disabled now. If you want to do another quest right now, you'd have to go up Lava Sands to the one and take 4 damage.
Well.
Exactly.
There's another icon there.
Yes, so there are some icons on the board. There's an owl, there's a lighthouse, there's a map at the very, very tip top. Those are sort of quest related. So you go there if a quest says to. Otherwise there's not really a reason to go to them.
Let's see. Blue.
But if you wanted to do like what Leslie did and go to the Brigand Camp, use since you don't have potions, you'd have to use life, but you could do that and do the same, like roll 3, pick 2.
The effects, where can I look at those effects, or is it somewhere?
Which effects? Of the dice?
I'm rolling 3.
Yeah. So between
here.
on like our side is between Raise Hutch and Headstone. The 1 is a disable. 2 is +2 to HP. The little robot guy is your HP. +2 to HP. 3 is you get an amplify card, which is essentially you draw a card that could be an amplifier or potion. 4 is a +4 to HP. 5 is +5 to attack strength, and 6 is a potion.
Okay. Okay, I'll go do the same thing.
Okay.
As Lesty.
Okay. The gamblers are like, well, we should be able to take you out, right?
HP.
And you're like, no. And your HP is this one right here.
What did I just do? Oops.
I think you increased it. Let's see, what should it be? 7 plus 15 is 22. Okay, so reduce it by a 3.
Got the same HP as you.
Oh, you did?
7.
No, because you have 15 speed. I have
7,
14
12.
speed. So you should be at 22.
Oh, I think I scrolled up on the speed.
Oh, did you? Yeah, it should be 14. You're right. Okay.
There we go.
So now reduce your HP by 3.
1, 2, 3.
And now you can shift click 3 dice and roll those.
Shift click 3 dice
and press
roll
R to
R.
roll. I think you might have pressed T accidentally.
So do I just put them back in the reset?
You can put them back there. That's
Or
more for
do they
convenience. They can be
automatically-
anywhere. They don't have to be in those spots. So is that what you rolled, or is that just
when if I did press T, it showed up as 1s on my hand. So I don't really know if that's how.
I would just go ahead and roll again. So shift click them and
Okay, so
press
shift
R.
click and then plus R.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. So you got a 5. So very similar to Lesty, you got 5, 3, and a 1. So you could increase your, unless you wanted to take the 1, which would essentially be you get a nothing. I assume you want to take the 5 and the 3. Is that
Sure,
accurate?
I'll take the 5 and the 3.
Okay. So you can draw.
Increase attack.
Yeah, raise
and
attack
also a card.
and take that card.
Okay. So attack plus 5. That.
Yep, that looks good. Alrighty, and now it is my turn. Oh, and this gets moved down 1. So then your next turn, you can only move 5 movement spots. I am going to, how much life do I have? 21. Thanks. I am actually going to traverse the hot lava sands. Oh, my legs are burning. Up to this quest. And let's see what quest this is. All right. Father's fight. You investigate rumbling from a nearby village. You surmise from the villagers' clamor that a cultist took Buddy to be sacrificed at Eldricken Ark, and Zave went to rescue him a week ago. They offer 2 potions to rescue them and purify the Ark. Unsure of their tale, or even if Buddy is boy or beast, let alone Zave, you go to Eldricken Ark and I can defeat the occultist, rescuing Zave and Buddy, draw a card and reduce HP by card's power, take that card and this one, or stay out of it. Eldricken Ark is profaned, grants Warlord 1 sacrifice after reveal. Okay, so let me see. First, let me see what the card's going to be. A 5. So I took 4 damage for crossing the sands, and now I'm going to take 5 more. Gosh. Oh, I mean, I do want to go to Eldricken, but all right, I'm going to take it. So I'm going to take the 5 damage. And I hope this proves to you guys that I'm not the Warlord, by the way. Because I'm taking that card and then that one. So I move
feel like
1.
You're trying a little too hard to prove that you're not the Warlord.
I move 1 for this movement. But when you do a quest that makes you move, or you choose the option that would make you move, you automatically move to that quest location, and then your move marker will move again. So now I'm at 3. There are, if you guys zoom in on the movement track, there's these W's above the 1 and the 3. Essentially what will happen is if you cross the first W, a corruption will come back out on the board. If you cross the second W, like if you go to 2 or you go to the last one, the Warlord will get an extra card. They'll just get an extra card for the last battle from the deck. So ideally you don't go down to that lowest one, but it is a possibility. So I just moved to Eldricken Ark. I did my quest. Now it is back to Daryl's turn. Hey, Sean. And go ahead and flip that to show the potion, Daryl. F to flip. Yeah, there you go. And I assume you're going up to Swift? Alrighty. Okay, so you're going to fight the Swift Golem. All right, so for Lesty and Yoshi, this would be good just to know what combat looks like. And also, after you sort of get a sense, and all the cliff notes of combat are all on your Imagineer cards in the lower black section of them. So if you want to hover over them, press spacebar, read it up, they'll essentially be what this goes through as we start combat. But for these Junglems, first we have to decide what their power level is. So we draw cards for that. So the speed of this guy is going to be 8, though the bonus for Swift is he gets double speed. So the speed is actually 16. And then, oh my gosh. Attack of 10 plus 7? Jiminy Jaminy. Okay.
But isn't his leg less than his arms?
It is, with Junglems that doesn't matter, though. They're just this horrible concoction that will just function with legs that are weaker than arms. Okay, so given that, Daryl, here, with this in mind, he's going to have an overall life of, let's see, that's 25.
Wow.
You can, so Daryl, this is new to you, and I know this is obviously new to Lesty and Celeste. So we now have these team up special abilities. So Daryl, for yours, I'm gonna bring it up on my screen big. You have this Junknado special ability, which honestly I don't think would help right now too much, just because I don't think there's anything in the junk. Yeah, there's nothing in the junk pile. But it also the team ups special also let you know who you can ask for help to come help you. So you can ask either me, the water magineer, or a Celeste, the fire magineer, to come help you if you would like. And then we can ideally do a team up ability, which hers is great for doing damage. Mine is good for getting potions or doing damage. Yoshi's is good for re-enabling limbs and also him reducing the amount of damage he takes. But a team up ability, well, we'll get, if you decide to do that, we'll get to that, but I don't want to overload right now. So would you like help from me or Lesty, Daryl, or do you want to just take this guy out on your own? And it looks like you're muted, so I don't know if you're talking or not, but I can't hear you if you are.
Sorry, I forgot I turned that off.
No
My
worries.
roommate came in, so I was talking to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, if Celeste is willing to help, extra damage would definitely be helpful in this situation, I think.
Okay. Celeste, you don't have to go help, but would you want to?
I came to this expecting to be spicy. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to move that real quick. So essentially because of that, Celeste, you will automatically move down another on the movement track.
Okay.
And you will lose your, well, let's see. Will you lose your next turn? This is part, let's see. You would go next after Daryl.
Mhm.
So you could choose, you couldn't move, but you could choose to rest in the city, regardless of what Daryl decides after. So we'll get to that here in a second. But okay, you move up there to help. All right. Whose speed is highest? I think it is yours, Daryl. So you get to go first. So when in combat, first you're going to, hey, Paul, I know you can see my cards. I already double checked that Celeste, Yoshi, and Daryl aren't going to watch the stream, so I know they won't see my cards. So they won't know if I'm the Warlord or not. But they are kind of small, so they're difficult to read. Yeah, I know. But if I were the Warlord and I'm not, you could obviously see that because it looks different from all the others. But oh my gosh. So how combat works is you're going to think of what action you want to take. You only get to take one action during your turn. Before it's the defender's turn to attack, and then it flip. Then they go. Then it's back to you, and you can take another action. So we each have 3 actions. Our basic action is just attack. You attack with your attack strength, and then we each have 2 special actions, which are specialized to each of us. So Celeste and Yoshi, if you want to read through what yours are, both of yours are a little hard to comprehend. Because they're this 3-staged action thing. But it's possible that Daryl wants to do a team up with you, Lesty, so we'll hit that if he wants to. But Daryl, if you want to do just your action, that's fine. You can also play an amplify card before your action if you want to amplify whatever your action might be. And if you have a question about what it might do, we could go over that. But yeah, would you like to do a basic attack action or a team up action, or your stack shock action? Think for the raid cast.
Static shock, disable. Yeah, I don't need to disable my limbs right now.
No. Oh, actually, my bad. At Swift, we can't use amplify cards. Oh, so forget what I said about using an amplify card here, but yeah,
I'll smack him for 18 then.
Smack him for 18 damage. All right, that's your. Oh yeah, because of your +4. Nice. Okay. So, and let me do this so that I can think of who's going. Okay, 14 damage or 18 damage. You said, right?
Yeah, because I have 14 plus the bonus.
Nice. Okay, so that. Because, let's see, what's your speed again?
18.
18, and his speed is 16, so your speed's higher. So if an attacker's speed is higher than the defender's, that causes a critical hit, and it will actually destroy the defender's weakest limb, which is this 7. So that's destroyed now. Unfortunately, that means his lowest limb is this 10. So he's going to counterattack you, Daryl, for 10 damage.
Okay.
If his 7 was still there, it'd be the 7, but yeah. So you lowered your HP by 10. Hey, Geek Devotions.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now it is his turn to attack, and he is going to attack whoever speed is lowest, which is actually Celeste. So Celeste, the Swift Golem is attacking you for 10 damage. Here are the ways you could mitigate against it. One, you could just take the damage. I don't advise that, but you could. You wouldn't die from that. You could also, if your speed is higher, which it's not, but let's say your speed was higher, you could actually absorb all that damage into your strongest limb. Like you'd essentially be fast enough to get into position, raise up your leg as a shield or something, and absorb all that into your strongest limb. But because your speed is 10 and his is 16, because that's the buff at Swift, he gets double his normal speed. Your speed's lower. So if he hits you, it will destroy one of your limbs. That's not good. So I think what I would suggest doing is using a potion, which when you use a potion, that will dispel an action. So, and then it would move this, there's a tracker on underneath the movement tracker that goes up. And so let's say you choose to use your potion. Then if the Junkolum had potions, he could use one potion to overpower your dispel and get his attack through. But then let's say you had 2 more potions. You could play those to move it up again, and then you dispel that overpower, and it can go up and up and up until 8. And whoever commits 8 potions will win, whether they're canceling an action or overpowering an action.
I could not have canceled that counter strike.
No, yeah, you cannot dispel a counterattack. Those always just happen. So, Celeste, what would you like to do against this damage the Junk Golem is doing to you?
I guess I'm going to use the potion to dispel it.
Okay. That's what I would do as well. So perfect. So you dispel it. When you use a potion to dispel, you don't get to counterattack because you're investing that time into just dispelling and surviving, exactly. But now it is going to be... Wait. It wasn't his turn to attack. I am so sorry. Get that potion back, Leslie. The Junk Golems always go last unless it says so on the card. So I don't know why I had the Junk Golem going next. It's your turn, Leslie.
Because you're thinking of the speed of the Golem?
I think so, but that doesn't matter. It's always unless at Port Powers, the Junk Golem goes first. That's one of its buffs. And then the Warlord, if they find, and we'll get to this when we start looting this body, but if the Warlord finds his or her own encampment, then they can take the offensive to another Mageneer and attack them. And then in that case, the Warlord gets to go first. But in this instance, Leslie, you get to go. Okay. You can't do the team up action at this point because Daryl already did his normal action, but you could still do your normal attack action. You could start a lava flow, which I don't think you would want to since you could just one-shot this guy, but if you'd like to do that, you can.
How do I one-shot him?
So you say, I'm going to use my attack, my normal attack, and since your attack strength is 18 versus his 7 life, that's going to kill him.
Let's smack him.
All right, he is destroyed. Yeah, good job. Celeste, since you got the kill shot, you actually get to specialize because you have a fire limb, and you, I think your specialization is destroy one or kill one junk golem and have a fire limb.
Where would I see that?
So next to your portrait, there's the specialization and then what you get from specializing. All right. So now
it also
what was that?
It says attack with HP, then set HP to 10.
Yeah, so this unlocks a new action, which is essentially a death ray. You're using your life, all your life energy to get a huge attack because your HP, I've seen people get, like Paul once got his HP up to like in the 90s. So you could have this massive attack, but then it's going to set your life to 10. So you'll be in this weakened state if you do that.
So I can keep mine at 16 then, right?
Yeah. That's only if you choose to do it as an action in combat.
Gotcha.
All right. So part of the loot of Swift is everyone who's an attacking Mageneer gets to draw a card. So Lesty and Daryl, one of you take one of these 2 cards I just took out of the deck into your hand. Okay, Lesty, take that one. Not the dial.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's easy to do. Go ahead and take the 4. Yeah, okay. All right. Now how looting, so you got the rewards. Did anyone disable anything from, I don't think anyone disabled any limbs. So those go off, those go back. All right. Return. Just looking over this, just read jungle limbs. Okay. So now here's how looting will work. Leslie, since you killed the jungle, you'll get to decide to take one of the limbs. You can take any of these limbs and change them out with one of the limbs in your Juggernaut, or you can just take the card into your hand as a potion/amplify card.
Okay.
Let me catch up on.
What's this over here?
That's the discard pile. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
As you're looking over those, let me catch up on chat. Cellcast says, "Man, was that raid notification super delayed? Maybe it was." Geek Devotion says, "Hello, Rewinders." Paul says, "You are the weakest limb. Goodbye." Sean says, "So how long is a normal game of Junkyard Juggernauts?" And then Geek Devotion says, 6 hours. Now, normally it seems to be about 3 hours, but we're going to be ending here in about 30 minutes because Leslie has to leave. So depending on who's, if Leslie happens to be the Warlord, we will probably go ahead and stop. If she's not, then we will probably be able to continue on, at least with, it'll just be 2 Mageneers versus one Warlord, which I'm not. I'm not the Warlord. Let's see. I will eat bacon to dispel it. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Sure, Drake. Geek Vogue says, with him explaining things as they play, about an hour. No, it's usually about 3 hours to play. I have yet to play with people that I just played like a week ago where I don't think I'd have to recap a ton of rules. In that case, it may take as little as 2 hours, but we'll see. All right. So did you took one of the card? You took the 10?
I did.
Leslie? And were you going to change that out with one of your limbs or just keep it in your hand?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm just going to hold it.
All right. And then Daryl, your loot from this battle is currently 1 potion. So if the let's say this was the last junk golem we were fighting, then it'd be super powerful, and there'd be 3 potions of loot to disperse among who's ever fighting. If it were just you, you would go those 3 potions. Right now, it's just 1 potion. So go ahead and take this potion right here that I'm putting on your player board. And actually, I could just put it in your potion pile. So you get a potion for loot for being part of the battle. But Gerald, since you approach the city, you get to determine whether or not. And actually, this 8 will go up to be the first extra leg of the Warlord. You will get to pick whether or not you want to search this city. So Yoshi, Celeste, Daryl, Daryl, I'm sorry, this is a repeat, and you're like, I get it, Francisco, but I want to make sure this is stressed because this can totally this is a fragile part of the game if you don't understand it, especially since it's easy to flip cards over and not realizing, I'm flipping a card or not. Okay, so Daryl.
Yes.
If you are, whether or not you're the Warlord, if you take this city card into your hand, you're going to take it into your hand. If you decide to search the city, if you want to rest, then don't worry about it. But if you decide to search the city, you're going to take this card that was underneath the Junkolum card into your hand. And if you if you're not the Warlord, and it is the Warlord's encampment card, which is a card that's going to look brown and gray. It's not going to look like any other card, really. So you'll know it when you see it. If you're not the Warlord and you find the Warlord's encampment card, then you say, hey guys, I found the encampment, and then we would start the final battle. We'd get set up for the final battle. If you are the Warlord and you find your own encampment, don't say anything, because then you have the option to essentially go to a space where another Mageneer, another player is, and start fighting them. You just reveal yourself, I'm fighting you now. And that's a good way to pick off maybe a weaker Mageneer, so you're not fighting everyone all at once.
Okay.
So there's Mageneer and you find the Warlord's camp. There's Warlord and you find the Warlord's camp. If you just find a normal card, regardless of whether you're a Mageneer or the Warlord, you still don't say anything. You just keep it to yourself. Okay, I just have this extra card. That's great.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take it just because I'll search the city, because if it happens to be his camp, we can jump into the final thing in the half hour. Or
perfect. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So if it happens to be it, then great. If not, so I just take it. I don't flip it.
You just take it. Exactly. T to take. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And so you would only reveal it if you're not the Warlord. And I mean, I guess if you're the Warlord and you just want to start the fight, I guess you could do that. But I think it's more strategic to like go to a place and get the first strike attack. Which first strike isn't. I'm not using that in terms of like the Magic the Gathering sense. I'm just saying colloquially, you get the first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're not saying anything. So I'm gonna. Nope. I'm not gonna assume anything. You could be the Warlord. You could not be the Warlord. I don't know. Lesty, you can't choose to move anywhere because you moved in to help in this fight, but you can choose to rest in the city, which will give you +10 to HP, and it will move your movement track back up to 3 spots.
Oh, is that not?
That's not an option for you, Daryl. So
no, that's changed from the last time I played.
You could have chosen that, but you can only choose search the city or rest. Now, your next turn, Daryl, you can decide to stay there and rest. That's fine.
No, that's just different from last time. Last time it was just as soon as the bad guy was beaten, everybody reset.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then, yes, then that is different.
Yeah, if you participated in the battle last time, everybody got their movement dials back.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I guess that must have been a lot longer ago than I remember, because I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. No, that's true. Yes, that was causing an issue where movement was just super easy then. So I was trying to make it a little more challenging. So now you have to rest to get your movement back. So did you, Celeste, did you decide?
I searched the city.
You searched the city. That was your option. You can choose to rest next turn, Daryl, but you can't rest this time because you pick search the city. Okay, so Celeste, your movement thing is going to go back 2 spots because that's all there is. It could go back up to 3. Let's see. Valendra says, of course, you know he isn't the Warlord because we all know you are. Oh my gosh. Later, enjoy. Lord God, thank you for Valendra being here. I pray he has a good rest of his day. Thank you for him being a part of this community. I pray protection and provision over him. I also pray that his stream would draw more people in as he streams. And I look forward to the next time we're going to hang out and stream together. Amen. Have a good one, Valendra. Thanks for being here. And Cellcast is also headed out to eat barbecue and watch Dune Part 2. Lord God, may Cellcast have a fun day today, have some good barbecue, enjoy the movie. Thank you for him being a part of this community. I pray protection and provision over him, and I look forward to the next time we're going to hang out and stream together. Amen. Have a good one, Cellcast. Okay. So you did that, and now is Yoshi's turn. What would you like to do, Yoshi?
I'm gonna go. How many spaces now? I can
go. 5 so your cube is above the 5, so you can move up to 5 spaces. You could also clear the corruption between the brigand camp and the ferry if you wanted to do that. But yeah, you could move up to 5.
And I need to go down another movement space, don't I?
Yes, you do. Yeah, because you moved. Yeah. Thank you, Daryl.
Okay. I'll cross back here.
Okay, let me just double check that works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you could do that. And you're going to take -4 HP for that, though. Oh, wait. No. I'm sorry. I did that quest. So that's actually disabled. You can move there, but there's no quest there. I'm sorry I didn't put that disable on there.
So if I choose 5, I can fight the golem?
Yeah. Let's see. You were there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you could get up there to fight the golem if you want.
Sure.
Sure, I'll do that. Okay, this will be the last golem. That's just single power. After this, they'll double empower, then triple empower. So that's something else to keep in mind. Wow, Geek Devotions. Wow. And that is discard. Okay. So you're gonna fight the headstone golem, is that right, Yoshi? Okay, so first off,
I say yes.
I didn't hear you. First off, you take 4 life, 4 HP, excuse me, for traveling through lava sands.
-4.
Mm-hmm. And now, for the headstone junk golem, the debuff for you is another -10 to your HP. So you're gonna sit at 4 HP right now.
There we go.
Leroy Jenkins. And there's only 2 left in here, so I'm going to shuffle this. All right, so the speed is 7. Not great. Let's see if you luck out on the arms, though. Attack of 7 plus an attack of 2. Okay, so he has his base attack is 9, but the other buff for him is ×2. So he has a attack of 18. So he could definitely one-shot you.
Nice.
9 plus 7 is 16. So his health is 16. All right. So on your Imagineer card, you can join up with fire and water. I don't know if any of us could get over to you. Actually, Lusty could probably get to you. But would you like help, or do you want to try to just one-man this?
Sure, I like help.
Okay.
Is that possible?
I have 4 health. Help.
Wow. Okay. So right now, it's based on who can move over.
They have to accept the request.
Yeah. So right now, you can only ask for help from me and Lesty, because that's who your team ups are with on your Hunker Down special. Let's see if I could even get over to you. I have 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. I couldn't get to you. Celeste at 8 movement, I'm pretty sure could. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Celeste could get to you.
Do you want more loot?
Yeah, Celeste, do you want more loot?
Always.
Okay, let's see if we survive.
Okay, so move your little standee Celeste over to where Yoshi is over here at Headstone.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
I have to find
last time I was getting all kinds of bonuses from like delivering final blows, and my power last time was like broken.
Yeah. So that will move you down again on the movement track, Lesty. And you also will take -10 to your HP, Celeste, for fighting this junk golem. But you didn't have to travel through lava sand, so it's not the -4 also, just -10.
Good to know.
All right, and let's see. Your speed is 10. Yoshi's is 14. So Yoshi, you get to go first. If you want a suggestion, I certainly have one for you. But if you want, just do
it.
Okay.
Tell me your suggestion.
Okay, my suggestion is that you offer to team up with Celeste for your team up special. How team up specials work is essentially, I don't know if you've played Chrono Trigger, right? Yoshi?
Actually haven't.
Oh, okay, never mind then. So forget about it. It doesn't matter. What's a Chrono Trigger? With your team up actions, essentially it counts as one action that both you and whoever you're teamed up with, whatever's on that team up action will both trigger in the order of speed. They'll both trigger, but it will count as one action. So let's say you were fighting the Warlord who had potions. They could dispel it as one action. They're not having to dispel two things. It's just dispelling one thing. You both could commit to overpowering with your potions, but it's not like two separate actions that the Warlord is having to dispel two different things. So it's one action. It will count as both your turns. But if you were to do it, it would do your Hunker Down ability, which for you, Yoshi, it would make your damage, any damage you take, reduced to 1. So you'd only take 1 damage at a time. Even if someone did 90 damage to you, it'd only be 1 damage.
Okay.
And that would last until you pick a different action. So if in your next turn you decide to attack, then the Hunker Down would go away. Or you could just stay hunkered down. That's fine too. And you still get to counterattack in hunkered down state, so that's a good thing. And then if Lesty agrees to the team up, she would get to do her Focus Fire team up special, which she does her attack strength plus 10, which I think would already kill this guy. And let's say it didn't kill him, Celeste would get to pick what limb is destroyed or disabled if that were to happen from a critical hit or a absorption.
So what I'm hearing is we have the option to one-shot this person.
Yes, you have the
That's a
option
good
to
idea.
one-shot it.
Let's try that. What you described.
Okay. So
One-shot,
you hunker
one-shot.
down. All limbs are enabled for you guys, but none are disabled, so that doesn't really matter here. You're only going to take 1 damage now, Yoshi, if there is any sort of attack. But Lesty, you're going to do... Well, what do you think? What would you say you're attacking for if you were to do the math?
I didn't know there was going to be math. What?
So right now your base attack strength is 18 because you have 14 plus 4. Then with your team up special, what would you say your attack strength becomes?
It says plus 10.
Okay, so
So that's 24?
28 because you have the plus 4 bonus. So
Yes.
yeah, 28 damage. He's like, why did I go in with the Warlord? Destroyed.
Hey, we did it.
Well done, well done. Lesty, you get the kill shot once again, which means you get the reward of plus 5 for this guy. For this guy, he only has a single. The winning Mageneer, which is the one who destroyed him, gets the bonus. So you get plus 5 to your attack strength, Lesty. Get that as a trophy. You also get to loot the body once more. So you pick if you want a 7, you could take the 2, whatever you want, like. And again, you can trade it out with one of your current limbs if you like. You don't have to, but you would probably lose a bonus if you ended up doing that. But
Yeah.
okay.
I'm going to take that one.
All right. And then this one's going to go back to the junk pile, which I hate that we ran into this already, but I'll have to figure that out. Okay. And then this one's going to go to the Warlord. Oh, wait. No, that'd be reversed. It won't be that way. The more powerful one will go to the Warlord. This will go down to the junk pile. And Yoshi, you will get a potion as your loot.
Okay.
So I'll put that there. Now the next junk golem is going to give 2 potions, but it's going to be double the power. Yoshi, since you are fighting in Headstone, you can choose to search the city or rest. If you decide to long rest, then you can't come back and search the city until the other 2 junk golems are defeated. So what would you like to do?
I mean, I guess I'll search it and then I can rest later. Is that
Yeah.
how it works?
Yeah. So
Okay.
do you remember everything I went over with Daryl about when to say what the card is and when not to say?
Right.
Okay. So take that
I
into your hand.
pull
With,
this card into my hand
Yep.
and flip it.
exactly. Well, it should flip automatically, but yes, if it doesn't. then
It
flip
hasn't flipped in my hand.
Oh, okay. I think that's why hitting T, if you can hit T on the keyboard, is better because then it will flip automatically when it gets into your hand.
To know. Okay. Nothing happened though.
Okay. Alrighty. Then it is, so that's your turn. You move down 1. Now it's my turn. What to do?
Do I get to rest after this one too?
Yeah, when it's back to your turn, Leslie. Yeah, you would rest.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. For me, I'm going to. Oh wait, I wanted to be an Elderkin Arc for this. Okay, so I'm going to stay put, so my movement doesn't go down. I'm just going to stay where I am, but I am going to sacrifice my two arm into the pile. At Elderkin Arc, depending on what you sacrifice, you will get a bonus. For sacrificing Earth limbs, I believe I get 25 to my life. So I'm going to lower my attack by 2 because I lost that limb and my arm limb, but I'm going to increase my HP by 25. All right, and that is my turn. Now it is back to, now it's to Daryl again. Drake says, Wonder Twin powers activate. The junk golems only have 1 leg but 2 arms. They're top heavy. They are top heavy. It's just because the way I'm headcanoning it, the thematically thing about it is the warlords. The warlord is essentially using blood magic as opposed to elemental magic, so it allows for some anomalies that wouldn't otherwise normally work. You're muted again, Daryl.
So if I rest, my HP goes up and I get speed back.
Exactly. Your HP would go up by 10, and your movement track would go up to at least 3. Right now, it would max at 2 because that's how many spots are on the track.
Right.
But yeah, that's what would happen if you rest.
I'll just do that.
Okay. And you already did the plus 10 to your life?
Yeah, I'm back to 31.
Okay. Leslie, your only option right now is to rest since you moved in to help. So go ahead and do that. I'll move your movement track there. But yeah, increase your life by 10. All right. Yoshi, are you going to rest as well, or are you going to do something else?
So when you rest, does it just go up and there's no limit to that?
Yeah, essentially yes. Work? You can get your. Here's the thing: when you rest at a city, when you long rest at a city, I should say, because there is a difference because you can short rest at a village, but when you long rest at a city, you get plus 10 HP, and your movement track will go up to a max of 3. However, you can't rest in a city or a village if your movement is already at 8. So you can't just camp at a city and constantly get HP. You do have to move off of it when you're at an 8 movement.
You only gain 1 unit of movement back, right?
No, you get up to 3 for a city, 1 for a village.
3 movement city. And then I get 10 HP back.
Yep.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, you can move your movement track, or I'll move it for you up. So now you're back up to 8, and then give yourself 10 HP. Paul's like, always rest. HP for the win. What was that, Daryl?
I said, it's already back to you.
Yeah, it is back to me. Now I am going to do like you guys and move 1, 2. Unfortunately, that moves the corruption or this down by 1, so corruption is going to come back onto the board. Except I don't have extra corruption, unfortunately. So this potion is a corruption. We'll just remember that this is a corruption.
Actually, if you want.
Oh yeah, if you could
duplicate.
If you guys have ones that are corruption and could bring one out and put it right at that first road, that'd be great. And then you could just take one of these potions that are over here.
Can't just clone a piece.
Where do you want it there?
Yeah, right there. Yeah. And then take a potion instead, Daryl. What was that, Yoshi?
You can't just clone a piece and have extra pieces on the
board. I
board.
can when I'm doing it, when I'm editing the setup. I can't mid-game.
Oh, okay.
Now, why did the corruption come back? I'm sorry.
Oh, because I passed this first W on the movement track when I moved.
Oh, you moved too much.
Yeah, I moved. So, all right. So now I went to the city and I'm going to long rest. So my thing is going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to get 10 life. and is back to Daryl. At this point, though, we've all gone through our full set of turns. We have 10 minutes left. So here's what I am going to... I'll just ask. Celeste, are you the Warlord?
No.
Okay. Then what I'll have you do, Celeste, is go ahead and let's dismantle... Actually, let me take a... Let me just see here. This is fun. So this is something that we didn't really go over, but each Juggernaut, whenever you make it, has its own sort of unique name. There's like 50,000 unique names. So, Leslie, for yours, you had a Torch class Thunder Feather. Oh, that's interesting. A Thunder Feather. Wow. So that was your...
That sounds like a D&D magic item. It really does.
Yeah. Oh,
It
totally.
sounds like something you would pick up.
Mm-hmm. So thank you for playing, Celeste. Let me ask you, before you have to go, any feedback you have. Let me get a pad. And I'm going to send you a link. Ashley put together an awesome Google form to get feedback from. I know it's not, you don't have the full experience, but given what you played, what's any feedback of any sort? They could be good, bad, anything.
I can't think of anything at the moment. Good, bad, or otherwise. It was fun.
Okay.
But if I'll think on it, and then when you send me that form, I'll try my best to give you some good constructive
Perfect.
feedback.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So what I'd like you to do, Celeste, is put all your cards down by this 2 on the board.
Okay.
So we could shuffle all those in, and I'll go ahead and dismantle your Juggernaut. Yeah. Mainly the cards in your hand, because I wouldn't be able to access those.
Oh. I see what you're saying.
So one of us gets all her power bonuses now, right?
No, that's not how that works.
I had so many. I was going based on potions.
Oh, okay.
So
wow.
I have a ton of the potions.
Yeah,
I
no,
was like, I'm gonna need this.
Yeah, no, I was hoping. So last time I played, I kind of kept getting the final blows like Celeste did. So all of a sudden my arm strength was ridiculous.
Nice.
So yeah, no, my power strength was like legitimately like plus 15 or something like that. Like,
Jeez.
and I'd hit double. So I was doing like 40 plus damage each time to the Warlord.
That's crazy. But yeah, thank you so much for playing, Celeste. Hopefully you have an awesome day, and we'll catch you later.
Okay. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.
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 All right.
Later.
So that means Daryl or Yoshi
Caster's
are the
MVP.
Warlord, because I'm not the Warlord. Not.
Of course.
Are you revealing the Warlord?
Well, just to let them know that I'm not. Let's see. Paul says, I'm not the Warlord. It sounds like something the Warlord would say. Whatever, Paul.
That is exactly something the Warlord.
Okay. So let me put Leslie's shit off the board. Move these up 1. All right. So Daryl is back to you.
Alrighty. Alright, so I'm over here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, is there, if I want to move up to this quest here now, I know I have the movement, but I don't know what all the dials do right now. Obviously I can walk through the corruption, but like I don't know what all the extra symbols are without
That's fine.
pulling up the card.
So you don't have to, you can walk through them. You don't have to stop at any of them. But if you want to, the first one that looks like a tent is the Brigand Camp, where you can spend potions or HP to roll die. The next is a village, where if you wanted, you could junk one of your I'll have to read it. I forget. Village. Short rest. Your movement track would go back up 1 and you get 2 HP. You can optionally junk a limb and use a card in your hand as your replacement limb. But if the associated village is still under control of is enslaved, that's the word, is enslaved by the junk limb there, then the junk limb will go to the Warlord. So essentially it's a way to, if you want to if you like a card in your hand, and you want it to be one of your limbs instead, you could do that at a village. You can also do that at a city, but you actually get to swap with the one in your hand. You don't lose the card that's currently a limb.
When you're in the city?
When you're in the city, yeah.
Swap.
And is that in lieu of the long rest, or
No, that's in addition to the long rest. So if you wanted to do that last time and didn't get to, feel free to do it now, since that's just something I didn't make you guys aware of.
Yeah, no, I think I'm all right for now.
Okay. All right. So, but yeah,
I think I'm gonna try the quest
and
see what it gets me.
All right. There is your quest card. And go ahead and read it for us.
Monks from a fire owl monastery wave you down for help. They lament how the warlord stole the sacred onyx eggs, no doubt using their power to suppress Headstone and the other cities. They request you search lava sands for Fire Owl's nest and procure them new ones for their rituals. Set out, promising to return. Roll a d6 for the eggs and reduce HP by 2. Then, so if 3 or more eggs are found, return to the monks. We share 1 egg, its power with you. Take this card. B, keep number of eggs found. These become potions or 10 HP each. So I just move to the sands?
Well, yes. So you are going to move to the sands. Actually, go to the owl. That's one place to where you would go for this quest. So move there. So first move and track down to the quest, then down again for moving there. And now you're going to roll 1d6 to see how many eggs you find. Okay, you found, I can't see, 1 egg?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not great. Now roll 2d6 to see how much HP you lost while you're looking for eggs.
And that's what? Shift to click?
Shift click to select multiple, yeah. Okay, so you lost 6 life, and you only found 1 egg. So you're going to take 6 life, 6 damage from that.
Okay.
And I would suggest just keeping the egg, because you have to take option B. So you could choose whether to keep it as a potion, 1 potion, or 10 life.
Yeah, I'll just take it as 10 life and in the end just go up a little bit.
Go up by 4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Man, you are not having any luck with these quests, Gerald.
I'm not.
So go ahead and discard.
Done a quest.
What was that, Yoshi?
I haven't even done a quest yet.
Well, you have a chance now, I think. Because let me disable this one.
4, 5,
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you could get over to this last quest if you want, because you have 8 movement and it's 5 away.
All right, so turn is it?
It's your turn, Yoshi.
Okay, well, that's my plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the quest.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Awesome. And I think there should only be 1, so you can take it. You could flip it right here or take it in your hand. It's up to you.
I'm gonna read out loud.
Okay.
5 fees delivery. Having seen you come down the road from her stoop, a girl laden with packages waves you down. Highness, I'm terribly behind on my order. Will you deliver these gooey butter cookies and gadgetry gear to Ashley's haberdashery?
Mm-hmm.
You can have these potions as payment. You take the packages and potions, but do you? A, go to Ashley's, make the delivery, and take this card in your hand. B, no time to deliver, and eat the cookies and use the gear. D, which is 20 more HP, and Ashley's is closed for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
I don't really know what Ashley's is. So
Ashley's essentially it's on that card, but just so you know, essentially you could go there and you could essentially pay with one of your cards, and the power level of that card you get back as HP and attack strength.
Oh.
But because Ray's Hutch is controlled by the Warlord right now, Ashley's haberdashery is essentially has to kick back money to the Warlord as a, what's it called? A tribute? Yeah, has to give a tribute to the Warlord. So whatever you pay will go to the Warlord.
Right, but that's only when it's open?
Only when it's open, yeah. So if you take the B
after
option,
my quest.
yeah, if you take the B option, you're sort of making it hard for me and Daryl to use Ashley's. But you may be doing that because you're the Warlord. So in fact, that's probably why. You are the Warlord, aren't you, Yoshi? I knew it this whole time.
Okay, so how do I... Oh, where is it on the board, though?
It's here. I'm moving your guy right above it.
Okay.
Your little token guy. It's right there.
Huh?
So you would just move
so
to
I could
here.
just move right there. Oh, why not?
Okay.
Okay. So that use extra movement on top of my other movement?
Yes, it would be.
Does that
So
work?
one for the quest, and then another for moving into where the quest sends you.
So I go here, right?
Mhm.
That's the place. And then I get to keep the card?
Yep, you just take it
How
into your
that
hand.
works?
Exactly. Yep. Alrighty. So, and then that is the final quest. That's disabled. All right, my turn. What to do? I think. Wait, where? Oh yeah. Why am I? Yeah, I rested.
I had to move you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's
When
fine.
had to move my
I
piece,
just
I forgot to be back.
totally fine. I was just a little confused.
Evicted off the board.
Why am I off the board? I'm in the void. Okay, I'm going to.
I just removed the Warlord now, so I don't have to worry about him later.
Oh, okay. Ha ha
All
ha.
credits.
Just to show you how I'm not the Warlord, I am going to move and clear this corruption. So there, even though it's going to take 2 life now from me, I'm still going to do it because that's the kind of stand-up guy I am.
It's just loot. Just
Well-
keeping those potions.
Well, I mean, there is that, yes. Okay, it's back to you, Daryl.
Alright, so if I go down, or if I move at all, another corruption hits the board, right?
Yes, it would. So you're just gonna have to. It's just gonna happen. Unfortunately, so honestly, no, because I think we're at. Oh well, I just remove. You would the corruption I just took off. We would have back. So yes.
Right.
I see.
Alright, so that one's cleared, that one's cleared.
Oh yeah. And I forgot I should have taken these off, and also 2, 3, because we've done all the quests. So Senate Shelf should have been cleared a long time ago. I'm sorry, I tend to forget to do that every time a city.
Oh, we just did that one. We just did the last one on Yoshi's turn, so
Okay.
that's
Well, yeah,
just
but
cleared.
those come off whenever you clear a city or a quest. So it should have come off 2 quests ago, essentially, because we cleared 2 cities. But regardless, I don't know if that would have
And what is that?
That's the capital city. So it's locked down when our parents have disappeared, and so it requires a combination of cities and quests to be fulfilled before the marshal opens it back up. And then once you're there, you can use it for anything you can do in a city, a village, Ashley's haberdashery. You can do in Seneschal.
Alright, so for now, I'm gonna go to this city
Okay.
and rest.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, it does move down 1. So let me do this. This corruption, I'm moving my map all around. This corruption goes back, but I still get to have the potion. So I'm gonna take that this way.
Alright, so I get the HP back.
Yep, HP back, and this will go back up 3. 1, 2, 3. Drake says, only one egg for breakfast. Yeah. Daryl only got one egg for breakfast. I think I did a quest last time. Cookies. I'm so hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry too, Drake. That's the kind of stand-up warlord you are. Oh my gosh, I'm not the warlord.
I guess I'll wait then. Because I'm okay with what I've got.
Where can I read about a short rest? Does that apply?
That's the under the village. So on that it's the third from the bottom on the map points and things to do.
Right. Move track back one.
Okay.
Thank you.
So it is your turn now, Yoshi.
Okay. Wait. When I moved through that past a road, does the tunnel cost extra movement?
It did, and we counted that for you. I was aware of you were moving through that. It only counts as one movement if you have a fire limb or you're the fire engineer, which you had neither. So it counted as 2, but you were still fine. It's still 5 to the quest.
Oh, okay. And
excuse me.
So haberdashery, if open, I can pay overload or something card.
You can pay one of your power cards, so I am with the number, and whatever that number is, you get to have back as HP and attack strength.
Okay.
But at this point, the Warlord would get the card.
Really?
Yeah, because Ray's Hutch is still under control, so Ashley has to pay tribute to the Warlord.
What is that thing at the top?
The thing at the above the map?
The north. Yeah. What's that green circle at the top?
That's one of the quests. That's for a different quest that didn't come out in this session.
Okay. There's a village there. Yes. How much can I move right now? Move 3.
You move 3.
So if I move to the capital, it's closed.
No, it's open now. It's open now.
Oh, so I can go there and then capital lets me do
anything you could do in
anything in a village, city, or okay.
And at the city, if you were to pay like you would pay for Ashley's haberdashery, it wouldn't go to the Warlord.
Right. I guess I'll go here.
Okay. Are you I assume you're going to clear the corruption on the way?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to say this though, so because you passed that first W, that corruption stays there, but you did attempt to clear it, so you still get a potion.
I lose HP?
You lose 2 HP now, yes.
Okay.
And let's see, then here's the potion.
When I clear it, does that count as an action and I don't do anything in the city, or do?
No, that doesn't count as that. You're committing to only moving 1 stop away, so that's the clearing the corruption. You still get to do whatever you want to do in the city.
Okay. And then I can heal up with a long rest? Is that?
Yes, but if you're doing that, then you can't do the Ashley's haberdashery thing. You pick one of those things you can do in a city, Ashley's haberdashery village. You pick one of those, and that's what you do in the capital.
So if I heal, that's fine.
Yeah. Heal and movement track goes back up 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're back up to 8.
Plus 10, right?
Plus 10,
10
yes.
more HP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Excuse me. All right. Now I assume you're done, right, Yoshi? I'll take that as a yes.
I said yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it.
Mic thing cut out or something.
Silly mic thing. Gosh. I am going to do what? I don't know. Why is my text? Oh yeah, that's why. Oh right, I did that. Golly sakes. Okay, I feel like I'm super weak right now. Oh yeah, I did specialize. I feel like I'm super weak right now, so I am going to do this. I'm going to go back to Swift. I'm going to long rest. Not that. There we go, long rest. I am going to, whoa, don't do that. I'm going to put this card from my hand into and rebuild this arm. So my arm goes up by my attack strength by 3, my HP by 3. And this goes up to 1. All right, and I'm done.
You get a bonus because they're both fire now.
Thank you. Yes, I do get a bonus. And I'll just apply that to my attack. All right. Thank you, Daryl. And it's back to you.
All right.
Excuse me. What is the function of the haberdashery again? The haberdashery allows you to, you pay a card. Let's say I were to pay a 4. Like I pay a 4 to the haberdashery or to Seneschal if it's open. And then I get 4, whatever number that is. So the 4, I get +4 attack strength and +4 to health, to my HP.
What has fun? I just moved up to raise touch.
To raise touch, okay. So here we go. So you're gonna attack raise touch here. Move these out of the way. All right, raise touch, and this will be. Unfortunately, so the bonus for raise touch is double its HP, but because the junk golem counter is underneath the 2, it's double even that. So it's gonna be ×4 HP.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, Francisco, with your phlegm. Okay, so let's see what this guy ends up being. Okay, a 5 for that, a 7 for attack, and a 4 for attack. Okay, so his health, let me do that first, is 9 + 7 is 16. 16 times 4 is 60.
32.
I think it's 64.
Well, yeah, I was doubling it once, and then I was going to double again, but yeah, 64.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, 64. So he's chonky
64.
here. And he's going to, his speed is 10, because everything's doubled. Speed is 10, and his attack strength is 11, 22. So he's going to be hitting for 22 damage. Let me move, you moved into position. So Daryl, you can ask, who can you ask for help? You can only ask for help from me.
Yeah,
so
and I'll ask for help. Like when you went to the city, I think I counted it out that you have enough. That's why I was willing to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me double check, but I bet you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can totally get there. So yes, I will come help you. I don't know how helpful I'll be, but I will come help. Hold on. Hey, Book of Gaming, look at that handsome guy. You must be talking about Daryl and Yoshi. Couldn't be talking about me. How are you doing, Book? Okay, yes, I will come help you for sure. I'm here. Riviera is here. Don't you worry, Hobart. We'll crash waves against this guy without any problem. You're not the Warlord, right? Good. Okay.
One hit KO. You got this.
We'll see. All right. So whose speed? Oh, and let me move my movement track down. Whose speed is higher? 14. Okay, you get to go first. So what would you like to do? Team up special.
All right. So if I'm reading the team up special right, we remove the top 3 cards from the junk pile, and then it just straight up loses that HP.
Yes. Unfortunately, there's no cards in the junk pile right now. They have.
Oh, that's not this.
That's the deck. The junk pile would be when we discard when like after we finish Raise Hutch, one of these limbs will go into the junk pile. But whenever we run out of cards to draw from that are face down, we have to reshuffle the junk pile and it goes back. It becomes the deck again. So right now there's no cards in the junk pile. But
Oh, no.
if you were
That's one of
to
the other reasons.
if you were to do the team up special, and I did it with you, what my team up special is Riptide. Defender gives 1 potion to each player in the team. The junk golems don't have potions. If the defender has no potions, they give 5 HP to each team member instead. So we both get 5 HP and it'd lose 10 HP if we did that.
Okay.
Which isn't a great hit against it, but it's something.
Right.
I think we would probably wait on that, but anyway. Well, yeah, what would you like to do in lieu of that?
So,
I have a thought, but I'll let you process.
yeah, so do I. I'm just... So as
Minds
odd as
think
it
alike.
sounds,
Mhm.
I am going to disable...
This is, I think you're thinking Static Shock, because that's what I was thinking too.
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out which ones I static shock. Which of my things I give up. Because if I do my arms, then I am useless in my attacks for the rest of this.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you would be. But, however, next time we could do a team up special, and I would wait, do I re-enable? No, I don't re-enable your limbs. That's Yoshi's that does that.
No.
So
Right, because I wouldn't mind hanging out in the city for a couple rounds, because I like a couple of my cards.
well, when a limb is disabled, the disable comes off after combat, so you're not going to lose it. It's only if it's destroyed, it's lost. But
Oh, so they don't go away.
no, they're just disabled, which means they. Let's say you used your 8 and your 10 here, or you disabled your. Let's say you disabled your arms, for instance. Then where did this come from? Let's say you disabled your arms. Then you wouldn't be able to attack. You wouldn't be able to attack with anything. But whenever this combat's over, those disables come off, and you still keep your 9 and 4.
Okay. So I'm going to disable 1 arm and 1 leg. So the 8 and the 4.
I think enabled arms or enabled legs. You have to disable either both arms or both legs.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it makes sense, Daryl, for you to. Here's what I would say to do. Here's what I would suggest. Is
If I disable both my arms and then use it to junk out his arms, he just can't hit us back, right?
well here's the thing.
Or my legs, I meant.
I would do your legs. It would then disable your the game would always disable whatever allows it to attack you the best. So it would end up disabling its 4 and its 5, so it could still attack you at a max of 7 or 14. So keep that in mind if you were to do it. If you were to do that.
So it wouldn't get rid of the 4 and 7?
No.
Yeah, I was trying to prevent it from just attacking. I was thinking I'd take out my legs and take out its arms.
I totally get that. Here, I think what might make more sense.
Is it unclear?
What was that, Yoshi?
Is it just unclear, so we don't really understand?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going, Francisco. What were
I
you saying?
was going to say, I think maybe you just do a standard attack. You have a speed of 18. It only has a speed of 10. So if you do a standard attack, it's going to destroy its weakest limb, which is the 4. So it'll still counterattack you for 14 damage, which doesn't really help. So I think it makes more sense to disable it with your static shock. Then it'll be my turn, and I can. Well, I'm not going to hit it with that much. Dang it.
If I take out its legs, though, wouldn't... If I disable its legs, your speed is now faster than him. He'd still lose a limb, right?
Yeah, he would still lose a limb, exactly. And I have my father's fight, which allows me... Oh, can't. Oh, that's not gonna do that much in this case. Yeah, this is just gonna be a slog. So I think you pick one of them.
Damage to player with left arms power. Player. Sorry, I'm trying to understand one of my amplifiers.
Yeah, of course.
Damage player to the left with. Is that only useful if you're the Warlord?
That's pretty much only useful if you're the Warlord. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes it may make sense to use it as a player, and you're gonna end up hurting the Warlord some a little extra, but also one of your teammates a little extra. But
Right. And doubling my speed is not going to help in this, is it?
not in this, because you haven't specialized since you haven't been able to kill a junk golem yet.
All right. I'm just going to smack him then.
I think that makes the most sense. Yeah.
I'll
So
So
get rid
when
of-
Francisco goes, can he pull me into the fight because of his special thing?
I can't. It's whoever goes into the city is the one who asks for team ups. So no. All right. So it's thematically it's supposed to be almost like a I don't know, do you guys have brothers or sisters?
Yeah. I do.
Yoshi, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I don't know. I have
Hello?
Yeah, I
Sorry.
can hear you now. I have 3 younger brothers, and we all get along with each other now as adults. But growing up, I got along with certain ones of them a lot better than other ones of them. So thematically, what's happening with these team ups is you get along best with the siblings you team up with. And there's one sibling each of us has that we don't get along with well, so we can't ask them to come team up with us. So Daryl couldn't, I guess, Daryl couldn't have asked you to team up with him because Hobart and Malcolm don't get along the best. Just
Yeah,
like,
that's another change from last time I played.
yeah. These team ups are very different, or are different from last time we played for sure. So that's
Last time
thematically.
up to anybody could come.
Yeah, I know it
Yeah.
used to be that. Yes. All right. So you smacked him. He counterattacks you. Oh, so how much damage do you do, Daryl?
18.
18. All right, down 18 damage. Nice, good hit. He will counterattack you for 8, unfortunately.
Isn't it more than that?
What was that?
It's more than 8, isn't it? Yes, he loses a limb, but isn't it 14?
Oh, right. Because he loses a limb. Yeah, it's actually 14. My bad. Yes.
Wait. Yeah, the math is confusing.
It's because he's at double power, Yoshi. Because there's this track at the very bottom of the movement track that's for the junk golem. And every time we defeat one, it goes up 1. And you multiply the current junk golem by the power above the track. So the last junk golem we fight will be times 3 power.
Wait, so the junk golem did 18 damage because he did.
He did 14 damage because his hand is still hitting.
Yeah, because he
And then it's
counterattacks for his
28?
weakest limb. What was that, Yoshi?
Oh.
You had said 8 earlier, not 18.
Yeah, because I thought the 4 was still there, but Daryl did critical hit the 4 away, so that's why it's that.
Right. Okay.
So now it's your turn, right?
Yes, now it's my
Francisco.
turn. Yeah, exactly. I am going to. That's not going to help. Okay, I guess I don't have a lot of options here, so I'm just going to attack with my 10 damage. So go 10 damage down. He's going to counterattack me, but I specialized, and my Riviera's specialization is she cancels all counterattack damage. So so I don't have to worry about that. Bwahaha.
You get
All
a
right.
free hit?
I don't get a free hit. I don't take the counterattack damage of 14. So now, where did the attack marker go? Oh, it's still with Celestius. Okay,
Wait,
so
does
now,
the counterattack affect everyone at the same time?
no, it's whoever did the damage to the defender is the one who gets the counterattack damage.
Right.
So
Okay.
Daryl attacked it, did damage. He got counterattacked. I attacked it. I get counterattacked. And now it's the Junk Golem's turn to attack. He's going to attack whoever speed is lowest, which is me. So he's going to attack me for 14 damage. My speed is... What is that, Daryl?
Can I spend a potion to stop him?
To stop this attack? Because we're together, I still haven't worked out the best ways to do if we should be able to use each other's potions and whatnot. I'm going to say no, just because I haven't come up with the best way for that. But I know what I'm going to do anyway, so I don't think that's a problem. I'm going to actually absorb that damage into my 10 leg for now.
Okay.
So let me get this disabled. So my 10 is disabled, but all that damage is absorbed, and I'm going to counterattack him for 3 damage. All right. And so that's his attack against me. Now it's back to you, Daryl.
So you only hit him back for 3? Oh, because you took the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, I get him to attack me, I can finish him off.
Oh, gotcha.
Because the 18 and the 18 would have been enough to finish him.
Gotcha,
Right.
I see. Well, you would
And the
only
Junk Golem
counterattack
is
him
only
for
attacking.
4, but...
Hmm?
You would have only counterattacked him for 4, Daryl? What are you
Why?
saying, Yoshi? Because you counterattack with your weakest arm.
Oh, it's just the 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you asking, Yoshi?
The Junk Golem is choosing who to attack based on speed?
Yes.
Or is that something else?
Yep. It'll attack the one with the lowest speed.
So now, if I disable, like, my legs, would both of his limbs turn off?
Yes, they would. And then we could, if you just, then we could just peck away at him.
Right. So I'll shut down my legs and disable both of his limbs.
Awesome. I think that's a great strat. Fantastic. Now he's just there twitching at us and looking all like sullen, like, why did you do that?
Yeah, because if those come back online after combat, then I'm just shutting him down.
That was great. Okay, so now I'm going to, so that's your turn. Now it's back to me. I'm going to take this opportunity to do my Sea's Bounty special, which is I roll 1 die for every water limb that's out. So right now there's 1, well, undisabled water limb. 1, 2, 3, 3 water limbs. That's it. Boo. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 die. And I take 1 result. 2 results. Okay, so they're all 5s. I'm just going to take +10 to my attack strength. Thank you very much. All right, now, so that's my Seize Bounty ability action. That's all I get to do. Now it's back to the Twitcher Raise Hutch. Golem, he can do nothing except look at us all sad and mopey. So now it's back to you, Daryl.
Now just smack him for 18, I guess.
Smack him for 18. Awesome. And that will
Then-
destroy his 5. All right. Now it is my turn. And
a question
Yes.
for clarification.
yeah.
When you activated Seize Bounty, it says all water limbs in play.
Mm-hmm.
How is that counted? Are
So,
you counting
I counted
everybody's?
Yep, I counted
Junk
my
Golem?
4 water leg, your 3 water limbs. I didn't count the Raise Hutch limb because it's disabled.
Oh, that's interesting. Cool.
Yeah. And then I am going to do Seize Bounty one more time because I want to give Daryl the hit. If I could kill this guy, but then Daryl wouldn't be able to level up, and I want him to be able to level up so that we can destroy you, Yoshi, who's obviously the Warlord. So
Wow.
because it's not me. It's not me. Mr. Magnanimous over here,
That's
not the Warlord.
suspicious.
Okay, so I'm going to do Seize Bounty. Let me roll 3 again.
And I don't know if I can actually level up.
Actually, before I should be rolling 4, not 3, because you have. For some reason, I only thought you had 2 there, Yoshi.
Yeah, Francisco, I can't level up. So.
Oh, because you don't have a wind limb. Oh, really? Oh.
Right. So if that changes what you do, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. That will change what I do. Never mind then. Then I'm just gonna destroy him.
Go, Francisco, go.
With my what damage do I do now? I do 20 damage. So. All right, cool deal.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Me and you both get +5 to our HP, Daryl, because that's the reward for Ray's Hutch. And then I'm going to take. Oh, geez, I'll take this 7 limb into my hand. The 5 will go to the Warlord for their other arm. And then
I get 2 potions now.
You get 2 potions, exactly. And then Ray's Hutch goes to me as like a little trophy.
Very nice.
And Daryl, you get to pick whether you want to search the city or not.
Oh, let's give it a search.
Okay.
Alrighty, so
Searching.
yeah, that's a problem.
Okay.
Oh. What is
I'm
that?
pretty sure. Does that mean that was his?
Okay, so you're the Warlord, all right? Or I mean, you're not
No.
the Warlord. You found the Warlord's camp, all right? Good.
Right.
So
And you said to reveal that, right?
reveal it if
earlier?
you're not the Warlord. Yeah, exactly. So
Which I am not.
Okay, so that means me or Yoshi are the Warlord, but we don't reveal that quite yet. Each of us gets to take one more turn before, or let's see. Yeah, each of us will get to take one more turn. I am limited to only resting in the city, but Yoshi, you get to do one more thing before we start the final battle.
And my disables go away, right?
Yes, your disables go away. Mine too.
So does I don't really know. Well, can I swap a card in my hand as a limb?
The limb.
Yeah, absolutely. At Seneschal, you can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's the same
Okay.
thing that you could do in the city.
So I'll do that. I'll swap this with my 3.
Awesome. Yeah. And you could do that because your legs are still going to be greater than your arms. So you will take the difference in your attack strength. So 6, you'll get +6 to your attack strength.
+6.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then you get you'll get all 9 of that as HP. So you get +9 to your HP.
Okay. 9, like that.
Yes, I think you did it. I wasn't paying super close attention to the numbers, but I think you did it. Okay, awesome. And then that 3 goes into your hand.
Into my hand.
Awesome. Okay, so and that's your turn. Were you gonna long rest there also?
Thought I couldn't long rest because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
at
because you're at
max
8.
speed.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and then I am gonna long rest because I want to get that +10 HP. Alrighty, and then my movement track goes back. All right, so now let's see. Dara revealed it.
Yeah, do I get one more rest or no?
No, it's just whoever we all get. Let's see. Let me think about this.
Because I revealed it.
Yeah.
Do I get one more round?
You would get one more turn. Yes, everyone gets to go one more turn, and then it's revealed.
And I can only switch out one limb, right?
Yes, you can only switch out one limb.
Okay. Alright, I can't do that, dang it.
Dang
I
it.
would lose. Yeah, no, I have a second 9 in my hand, but that would make my legs and my arms
Yep.
both 18.
Yeah. Oh, that's frustrating.
Oh, I had that at the beginning. That's why I picked the cards I did, thinking
Oh.
that even was good.
Oh, okay.
Because I was thinking 18, 18, and the numbers match, so I still get the bonus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I ended up having to do the elemental bonus, but I'll just rest and take the HP because nothing else is beneficial.
Yeah.
So does matching elementals bonus occur at any point in the game or only at the beginning of the game?
And it occurs
Actually,
at any
yeah,
point, so you should actually have a +4 now, Yoshi.
Okay.
You don't get to switch it, but yeah, you
Sure.
get that does increase now that you have both.
At what point were I able to switch it?
Whenever you change, I think you just changed your limb, didn't you? From one color to a different. Yeah. So it would have been just now.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
I guess I won't change it. I don't really know.
Well, you're done now, so you're.
Yeah.
So now, whoever is the Warlord, reveal yourself.
I'm Wario.
What? You actually were the Warlord? I could have sworn it was Daryl.
No.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
You thought it was me and you were going to give me, like, extra stuff?
Yeah, well, because I was trying to be as fair as possible because I want a challenge. I want to overcome an obstacle. And plus sometimes I don't want.
I was weakening myself so we could end the game.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm tired of this game. Oh, by the way, guys,
I'm joking.
Okay. Well, we're at 2.5 hours. I should have said this at the beginning, but if there's any point where you're just like, I hate this game so much, I can't believe I said yes to Francisco, by all means, pull the ripcord. You can be done. You can peace out. No hard feelings.
No, it's just.
I understand.
No, I'm good. It's just a lot of new rules from the last time. I thought I was going to almost be able to just jump in and have a head start.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, there's been only one tweak between this time and last Saturday when I played this. So I'm not going to be adjusting much, I think, for the next several
Right, but I haven't done last Saturday. I haven't been able to watch, so it's just been a lot of changes from the last time I played.
Yeah.
Like the corruption thing. Yeah.
I totally get that.
The corruption, and I know you, after I played last time, you also amplified the spaces on the board because they were hard to read last time.
So I forgot. So the Warlord starts with 4 corruption tokens, but every time you free a city, they go away. So I should have been taking from those corruption. Anyway, all right, Yoshi. So here's how this works.
Hey.
Stop. There we go. Okay. We're going to start moving all your pieces up into this to make your massive juggernaut.
Okay.
So I'll just go ahead and start.
Now you get your Megazord.
Yes, your Megazord, exactly.
Something like that, yeah.
Come on, go. I know you want. There we go. So I actually moved it to where it should be because they're supposed to connect. Stick, yeah. So the artwork actually shows where they're supposed to sort of socket into also.
Right.
Can't move this. Those are supposed to move with it. Darn it.
Oop. Right arm to the top right. Like that.
There we go. And then we gotta move all your little HPs and whatnot. And don't forget your +4 also. And your potions. Yep. Potions go up there. And Malcolm goes up here.
I've been kidnapped.
Well, you were working with the Warlord this whole time because you were the acolyte. Can't believe you backstab us, Malcolm. Oh, why would you do that to us?
Did I really?
Yes, you did. And you level up Germany. Okay.
Did I open the hatchery for you?
Yeah, that's another reason I was like, oh, okay, he's not, because he's not closing the hatchery on the haberdashery on us. All right, so let me I need to get all your stats updated. Okay, so you got 12 extra in attack strength for your arms. You get 8 extra in speed. And then you get 8 plus 12, so 20 extra in HP. Now, you also, in addition to all that, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I don't think we've
11.
Truly cleared any of them.
12, yeah, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh my gosh.
Are those essentially potions for him?
No, those are extra stats. He gets 21 extra to each of his stats. So he gets 21 extra speed, 21 extra attack, 21 extra health.
That's not good.
That's not good.
So,
if he's hitting us for
question. Does that mean, like, if I were playing not as the Warlord and I was, like, clearing 2 corruptions at a time, like, we'd have to net gain over the how many movements you do to kind of overcome the corruption effect? Because that sounds really impossible.
Here's the thing with that, though. When you move in, you could essentially, there's a lot of the cities, there's a lot of corruption around them, and you could just keep moving back and forth to the cities.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's that element. I may adjust it a little bit. Like, I know when we first started, Daryl was thinking of like, oh, well, I could go from here to the quest and now clear that corruption because there's only one between here and there. I may elect to go to something like that route. Because you're right, Yoshi, I'm also going to, and this is me trying not to make too many changes, but I'm also thinking I will just move the W down to the 2, and there'll just be 1 W. So you'll only cross, whenever you cross down below 2, that's when corruption will happen. It's not going to happen after moving down past 3. So there's these little tweaks I'm thinking of making, because, something like this, I'm very curious to see what happens, but this could very well be very unbalanced. We'll see. So what happened to Celeste, says Valendra? Did their internet go out again, or did something come up? They had previous plans that she had to be done at 11 Central Time, so that's what happened. Yoshi was the Warlord all along. Yeah, apparently. So you get, so you already increased your stats.
Goes the real Warlord.
I'm just the puppet master. That's how this works. Okay, so here's how this is going to happen. We are going to move into position. We get to go first because we found you. So me and Daryl get to go first in terms of attacking. Usually you would also get this guy. I'm going to say, given the corruption being a new thing, you're not going to get this port powers as a shield. Yoshi.
I don't know the rules.
Yeah, I know. This is for like Daryl or other people watching that may have been like, well, doesn't he get that? I'm sort of saying for that reason. When it's your turn, Yoshi, you're going to get to take 2 actions. One for the Warlord, one for Malcolm. So the Warlord's actions, just so you're aware, he has Barrage, where you can attack all enemies in any order. Actually, that's one of the cards I need to update. I knew there was one more. Like, I actually had a prototype printed of this I should get on Tuesday. And I did have the Warlord updated there, but I don't have it here. It's actually, let me look up what the card should be, because I do want to play it the way I updated it, because it's a little more balanced.
Okay.
So give me 1 second. Where are you? Focus, Francisco. Focus, please. Okay, I want final output, cards, and Warlord is right here. All right, so the Warlord, it should say for barrage, attack two enemies, so that's me and there's only 2 of us now. Attack 2 enemies in any order. First with your attack strength, second with your attack strength minus 10. So if you attack both of us, whichever one of us you attack second will have a little less, you'll hit us for a little bit less. So that's barrage.
Okay.
Vampiric clutch is you attack with your attack strength, just one of us, but you get half of the damage inflicted back as HP. So if you attack for 10, you get 5 HP back.
Yeah.
And then your sacrifice acolyte will happen if your HP drops to 0. Then you can do something called cling to life, and we all get this cling to life ability, but it rarely comes up early on, so that's why I always describe it now. Where if any of our HP drops to 0, we can try to cling to life, or me and Daryl can try to sacrifice ourselves to pull Malcolm away from you. But for the Warlord, if your HP drops to 0, you can cling to life, where you will draw a card from the top of the deck. One of us, would be me in this case, will draw a card from the top of the deck, and whoever gets a high card, whatever result they want will happen. So if you're the Warlord, you obviously want to cling to life. If you get the high card, you'll live, and in addition, with the sacrifice acolyte ability, you will Malcolm, you won't get to use anymore as an extra action, but your life will go back up to whatever your max HP is, which is all your limbs add together. It's not 72, but it's whatever all your limbs add together would be. So it's almost like a second form or a phase 2 of the boss battle.
Okay.
Okay, so with all that being said, we get to go first, and you get to go first, Daryl, because your speed is higher. What would you like to do? He only has 2 potions. I mean, he has potions in hand too because he has 4 cards, but he only has 2 potions, so that's a bonus. I've had times before where the Warlord has way too many potions.
Mm-hmm. I was just trying to figure out if doubling my speed would help.
Well, let's see. His speed's 43. No, it still wouldn't help critical hit because his speed, you would only max to 36.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out my my torso ability. I was trying to figure out.
Oh, so that's if you play a card for Amplify. So let's say you played a Fire Amplify card. Everyone who has a fire limb would get to roll a die for however many limbs they have that match fire. You, being Gem, get to roll an extra die. So if you were to play a Fire Amplify card, you would get to roll 3 die instead of just 2.
All right, so I guess I'm just going to hit him. I think that's probably my best bet for now.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. Okay, so you're attacking for 18 damage is coming your way, Yoshi. You can, because your speed is 43 versus Daryl's 18, you can absorb that into your strongest limb, which would right now be one of your 2 9s. You could also use a potion to dispel the attack, the action, or you could just take the damage. Just be a man and take the damage.
Okay. Wait. So, can I?
Oh, yes, you can roll twig to just miss all the damage. So let's. All your dice are down here. I'm going to bring your dice back up closer to where your Warlord is. So they're all your dice. Yeah, if you want to roll 1 to try to have the damage miss, you can do that.
All right, sure. I'll try that. So I click on one, and then I press R.
R, yeah. Seriously? Wow.
Is it broken? Can I try a different dice? What will happen? Okay.
He rolled another
Roll.
1. No, you did it,
I
and you
was
managed.
just, I was just
to dodge it.
checking if
Yeah.
it was glitched or something.
No, you
Nope.
rolled a 1. The damage misses.
Is the dice even fair?
I don't know. I don't feel like it right now.
As a player, I vote no.
Oh, and let me give you.
Wow.
I forgot. Because Port Powers wasn't discovered, you do get one extra action, Yoshi, that I neglected to share. It's the one, sort of the level up or specialization of the Warlord. Essentially, if you can use this action to attack with your normal attack strength, and it will cost whoever you're attacking 3 potions for the initial dispel instead of just 1. So that's something to keep in mind as a possibility too. But it's my turn to attack you. How dare you dodge my awesome brother Daryl's attack? Riviera is coming at you with... Oh, why didn't we do that? Why didn't we do a team up? Oh, well, that's fine. Right now, Daryl, if you were to do the junk nail, there's only a 4 in there. But I am going to amplify this. I'm going to do a... I'm going to amplify with this card. This is disable any one limb. Owner of disabled limb rolls 1 die, amplifying its effect. So, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to disable Yoshi's, mine, my 3. You might think that's dumb, but just wait. I get to roll a die now, and it's going to be an awesome effect. Watch, I'm going to get like plus 10 or something. Watch this. Okay, I'll take that. So I get essentially 2 extra cards now. 1, 2. Baha! So that's the effect of that. But I amplified water. So Yoshi, you're going to get to roll 2 die for your 2 water limbs, and I'm going to get to roll 1 die for my Mageneer and 1 die for my leg.
So I'm rolling 2 die.
Yes, because when an amplify is used, that magic type is going out into the world and surging or harmonizing with any limb that's the same element. And how that's represented in the game is a die roll that can sort of increase your stats in some way.
Okay. So I'm rolling 2 dice.
And now you pick one of the results. So you can get plus 5 to your HP, or you can draw a card, which is the 3. I'm sorry, plus 5 to your attack strength, not your HP.
I guess I'll do attack.
Okay. So just add that 5 to your attack strength. And I'm going to roll my 2 here.
My attack.
Roll. And I get just plus 2. Fine, I'll take it. Plus 2 to my life. All right. And so now that's my amplification. And now I'm actually attacking you with, it ends up being 20 minus 3. So that's 17 damage coming your way, Yoshi.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1. Don't do it.
Rolling R.
Okay, phew.
Okay.
Phew. All right.
I took 20 something damage.
Well, it would be, let's see, 17 damage, but you can still, your speed is still higher than mine, so you can absorb all the damage into your strongest limb, which is one of your 2 9s, or you can use a potion to dispel the action.
I'll just take the damage.
Oh, all right. That's fine too. So yeah, lower your HP by 17, and I don't take counterattack damage because that's Riviera's level of specialization ability.
Right. So do I only get to use 1 action for each person?
Exactly.
When I go
yes.
twice?
Yeah. So you'll get kind of 2 turns, but it's just 1 action per One action for the Warlord, one action for Malcolm. They can both be attack. You can still, you can essentially, in a way, almost attack 3 times if you do just your standard attacks. But yeah. But it's not your turn yet. It's about to be your turn, but not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you already take the 17 damage?
Nope. Let me do that.
Okay.
HP minus 17.
Alrighty. And now it goes to your turn, Yoshi.
Okay. So does it matter who's
No, you get to pick which
character attacks first?
No, you get to pick which one you want to use first.
So if I use the poison briar on you, Francisco, does that take 3 turns to fully work?
Exactly. Yeah, you would essentially, in that case, you would be committing a sequence of 3 consecutive actions with Malcolm to poison briar toward me, and then the Warlord, you would just be doing something else on your turn for his action. But yeah, that's exactly what it would be. So it would take essentially 3 overall turns of you, the Warlord, with Malcolm's actions to get to the final outcome of poison briar.
I'm not sure if I really want that.
Fair.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do a vampiric clutch
Okay.
attack on Daryl.
Daryl. Okay. So what you are attacking with? What, Yoshi?
How does it work?
It's just your attack
Do
strength
I pick
plus
an arm?
No,
or-
it's your attack strength plus 4. It looks like so. Because so 60.
So that's 60 damage?
Yeah, 60
guess.
flipping
All right.
damage.
So if I play it not today, does that cancel it out?
Yeah, that would
Cancel it
cancel.
out.
That would cancel it out. Absolutely. Sorry, I keep moving your guy.
Is there any way I can cancel it back?
If you have another not today, you could cancel it. Yes. If you have another 3, that's the only way to cancel a not today card.
All right. All right. Then that's that, right?
That almost, because Daryl's using this as an amplify, it will amplify Earth. So, Daryl, you'll get to roll 2 for each of your limbs, plus 1 for Gem. So you'll roll 3 dice. And Yoshi, you're gonna roll 4 dice, 1 for Malcolm, and then 3 for your 3 limbs. I will roll 0. And then you pick the best result.
I guess I'll pick the amplify card.
Yeah, draw a card. All right. Here, you can take this one.
What is the +2 instead?
That's
What
just
does that
plus
mean?
2 to your HP.
All right, so I got 3, 3, 4.
Uh-huh.
So that's what?
So you could draw a card because you pick one of them, one of the results. So you draw a card, or you could take +4 to your HP.
To the HP, not attack.
Correct. The 5 is the +5 to attack.
Oh, I'm gonna draw a card and see if I get lucky. Maybe I'll get another nut today.
All right. And so that is used up. All right. So that was your vampiric clutch, which you canceled. Okay. So now you can do your Malcolm action, Yoshi.
All right. And then my Malcolm action.
Which you don't get to use the team up, so it's either going to be attack or poison briar.
Yeah. So when Daryl uses Not Today, did he replace a limb with a different card? Is
No,
that how that worked?
no, not
No,
today.
it's just. Go ahead.
So-
Sorry.
No, that's fine. So he just played it as an amplify action. Amplifies can be played on your turn if it has the sword icon, or your turn, or the defender, or the your as the attacker, or the defender if it has the sword and the shield on above the name.
Right.
So he just used that as an amplify effect to cancel your action.
So, and he was using it from hand and not from his body or anything.
Exactly. So he's burned it. So unless he has another 3.
Sword icon. Oh, that's something I totally didn't notice.
And I didn't go
All right.
over it, so that's more on me than it is on you.
Okay, and then I guess I'll use Malcolm to. Can I just do a normal attack?
Yeah, absolutely.
On Daryl.
Man, you guys didn't. Well, I guess that's actually in canon because you guys didn't get along. You guys can't team up with each other, so it's like, this is for all picking on me, Hobart. Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
It's like a Peter Edmund dynamic going on right now. Okay, so yeah, so you're attacking again for 60 to Daryl. So Daryl can't absorb it. You have potions to use in hand and on board, so there's that too.
So it would be 1 potion?
1 potion to start the dispel, yes.
Okay.
Where'd the other black one go? That's weird. Oh, yeah, it's up there. Okay, so yeah, 1 potion to dispel.
All right, I'll start with 1.
Okay, may I ask why you're using the ones in hand as opposed to the ones on the board?
Because I just figure potions are potions at this point.
Yeah, but you could
I'll
still
one
use
on
those for as an amplify effect layer. I mean, you can do that. I'm just
right, but at least right now, doubling my speed doesn't help.
Okay, that's fair. Good point.
That's
Good point.
why I just threw it out there.
So would you rather use the card then?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just throw
Use
that
that.
there.
All right. So Yoshi, now that Daryl's used 1 potion, if you want to try to overpower his dispel, it would cost you 1 potion, either from your hand or the 2 potions you have next to your left leg.
I'll use the potion on my leg or whatever this is.
I mean, yeah, you'll just use the potion. Okay. Usually put these out here sort of like so I can keep track of where they're being used. I don't know why they're there. Okay, so now, Daryl, it's going to cost you 2 potions to dispel that overpower.
No, it's either use them or die, so.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll throw them out.
Okay. Now, Yoshi, it's going to
Right.
take you 3 potions to overpower that dispel.
And that's I don't respond to anything with that.
You don't respond to anything?
I don't
He's letting me
use
stop it.
anything.
Oh, okay.
I let
You
you
just
stop it.
Okay, you just let it get stopped. Okay, that's fair. All
It
right.
just cost me 3 potions.
Yeah. All right, then it is back. So that is Yoshi's turn. It's back to you, Daryl.
All right. Is there any benefit to us teaming up?
Yeah,
Right.
I think now would be a great time to team up because there's 3 cards in the junk pile, and we could strip Yoshi of at least one more potion. So yes, let's do the team up.
Okay. So I use my action to team up.
All right, and these don't really have to be shuffled because there's only. Well, what happened to the other one?
Was there a third one?
Yeah, it's just it's weird. Sometimes the cards go underneath the board. So there it is right there. Okay. So we got this. So we got Junknado of 3 plus 4 plus 7. So that's 14 damage. And then my team up is a defender gives 1 potion each to each player. So you would give me or Daryl your last potion, and then since you're out of potions, because I'm gonna say you wouldn't give potions from your hand. I guess you could if you want. You know what? If you want to give a card from your hand as a potion, then that's fine too. Otherwise, you would take 5 life for that. So you have 14 damage coming at you and an extraction of potions coming at you, Yoshi, as one action. You can try to dispel that though, with potions or with the potion you have before it gets taken from you, or if you just want to let the effect happen, that's fine too. Or
just let it happen.
Just let it happen? All right. Okay. Then take 14 damage.
14 damage plus 5? Or
well, so damage? Do you want to give... Let's do the 14 damage first. Let's take care of that, because that's going to happen regardless.
All right. So I'm going to roll a dice?
Oh, yeah. You could roll a dice to try to... Because of Twig, yes.
That's dangerous in the Warlord's hands.
It is. Okay, but 4.
Okay,
honestly,
so I take the hit.
This is the first time I've ever seen Twig actually dodge the damage. So I'm glad it finally happened. I was thinking, oh, maybe this doesn't happen. Okay,
so how much damage? 19?
14 first.
14?
Yeah, and then I want to talk to you about whether or not you're going to give a card out of your hand, or if you're going to just take 5 damage for the potion you don't have that you can't give away. So, okay, you took the 14 damage. So, first decide, are you going to give this potion to me or Daryl?
I'll give it to Francisco.
Okay. Keep it in canon. I like it. And then now, are you going to give one of your cards as a potion to Daryl, or are you going to take 5 damage?
I'll take 5 damage.
Take 5 damage. Okay. All right, guys. I went ahead and did it for you, Yoshi. I'm sorry, I should have let you do it. We are 5 minutes over the normal allotted time we have, guys. So if you guys have to get going, we can end. If you guys want to try to finish, we could do that too. What would you guys prefer?
I don't have anything till tonight, so I'm all right.
Okay. How about you, Yoshi?
Be fine. You can win if you want.
Wow.
Let's keep going. Let's finish.
We'll keep going then. All right. So we just did Junknado. Now our turn is essentially over. These go back into the junk pile.
So can I literally just keep doing that over and over again?
I think so, actually. But it's only if I agree to team up with you, I may decide not to. So otherwise the team up doesn't work. Okay, so now it's back to you, Yoshi. Your turn.
Okay. And I go for...
fight, exactly, Babo.
Yeah. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna do a vamp... No, I'm gonna... I haven't decided yet. Yeah. I'll try another vampiric clutch on Daryl.
Jeez, okay. All right. So 60 damage coming your way once again, Daryl.
Yeah, I guess I'll throw down the potion and try and stop it. Okay,
throw down a potion. Okay, it goes up by 1. Are you going to use a potion, Yoshi, to try to overpower that dispel?
And can I use... So can a not today be used at this point from my hand? How does that work? Yeah,
you could use that, and then Daryl would need a not today in order to overdo it.
So I'm gonna do that. See what happens.
Wow. Okay.
I did not get lucky earlier, so
of course.
I don't have a way to stop that.
All right, so we got to take this in sort of sequence first. So first, the Amplify magic surge happens. So Yoshi, you roll 2. I roll 2 die.
Blue things.
Yeah, any of your blue limbs.
Dice. Rah.
Oh, jeez. So you can get plus 4 HP or plus 2 HP. You want the plus 2 HP, I think. Yeah.
Or HP, please.
Fine.
I'll add it.
All right. And so that's that amplify effect. All right. So, so sorry, guys. Given that, Daryl, since you can't overwhelm that or cancel that, you get moved to 0. Here are your options at this point.
Okay.
Move you to 0.
Do
You
I also
can
get 30 HP at the same
yes,
time?
you do. Yeah, you get how much damage did you do? 60. Yeah, you get 30 HP. Jiminy Jaminy. Daryl, here are your options. You can try to cling to life, which means you would stay in the fight as Hobart and have 1 HP. And so hopefully we could get to do one more turn together as a team up or something. Or you could attempt to sacrifice yourself to draw Malcolm away from the Warlord, in which case you would also do a high card. Cling to life or sacrifice the same, but you would do a high card for the for sacrifice. If you win the high card, Malcolm gets pulled away from the Warlord, and you would then start controlling Malcolm instead of Hobart, still with just 1 HP. So there is that.
But he loses.
But he loses an action. He loses the ability to come back to full life. So those are your options. Which of those would you prefer to try to do?
Yeah, I'll try and pull Malcolm.
To sacrifice? Okay. So then I need you to draw 1 card from the top of the deck, Daryl. Don't flip it over yet. And Yoshi, you draw 1 card from the top of the deck. Don't flip it over yet. Okay, I'm just going to divide these a little bit more so I know whose is whose. Okay. So hover over your card, and on 3, we're going to flip them. If Daryl's card is a higher number, he will be successful with the sacrifice. If not, he will die. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to, you each draw 2 more cards. Daryl draw 1, Yoshi draw 1. Okay, on 3, flip them over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez. Crap. Okay.
Sorry, Francisco. I tried.
I know. Well, here's the thing, though, Daryl. Your Juggernaut. You sacrifice your Juggernaut, but you get to keep your weakest limb. And still stay in the fight as Hobart. Just essentially your Juggernaut's just in the dirt, but you're able to make 1 arm semi-functional. So when it's your turn, you will roll a dice because it's a 4. If you roll an even number, you'll get to attack for 4. If it's a odd number, it's a misfunction. You don't get to attack. So you still get to be in the game for a little bit. But that's it. I still am working on whether or not you could use your cards in battle. Oh, okay. We'll try this.
Is the bonus effect?
No, the bonus is gone. I'll let you decide, Daryl. This is all very prototype because it's hard to even get to this point.
Up a good rule, and you can win.
Daryl, would you prefer to be in this sort of setup where you can have the opportunity to attack for 4, or do you want to run over to my mech and essentially you're going to team up with me and you can use your potions and your amplifies if you like when it's your turn?
I think I'm probably better off helping you.
Okay. All right. So then this all goes away into the junk pile. I'm going to have you come over. We're going to team up over here. We don't get the team up ability, but you can use your potions and amplify effects as well. This all goes down here. Come on. Boop, boop. And that's going to go. Come on. Ugh, I selected all these. Why are you being silly? Not that one. Okay. Now that's all in the junk pile. All right. I can't believe you did that. Malcolm, how dare you do? Why don't you come back to us? Gosh. Yes, everyone can see my cards. Well, everyone watching the stream can. All right. So you just destroyed him. You still get one more attack with Malcolm, or one more action with Malcolm, Yoshi. So what's it going to be?
It's Malcolm. I guess. Can I use my action to disable your fire limb, your firearm? Is that how it works?
Can I just say no? But yes, you can. So yes, you could absolutely disable my other. Like I have one disabled already. You could disable my other arm, and then I would essentially not be able to attack you.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
Okay. I am going to try to dispel it. So I am going to play this one as a potion to dispel. So it goes up one on the track, so it costs you one potion to overcome that, overpower that dispel.
Okay, I'm gonna use this as a potion?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
I don't know if that works.
Yep, that's exactly right. So now it's going to cost me two. Daryl, can you spot me some potions? Awesome. Okay, there's two. Now it's going to cost you 3 if you want to continue that action.
And it looks like you have a couple potions up your story.
I know, but I'm trying to keep you involved here.
No, I'm just double checking. I have no problem with it. I'm just making sure.
Gotcha. Yes, I was aware.
So
Thank you for helping me.
3 potions now?
It'll cost you 3 potions to overpower the dispel. Yeah, it's a Fibonacci sequence. It goes up 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
I'm gonna use these 2 cards.
That's totally valid. Yep. All right. Dang it. You're really making me commit to this. You know what? Well, because I needed to attack, so I guess I do have to do this. All right. So it's going to be 5. Okay. I'm going to... Jeez Louise.
How many do you have?
Here. If you can spot me... I'm going to use... Ooh, let me... Actually, I'm going to save that. Can you spot me 2 more, Daryl?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's the 5. If you commit 8, Yoshi, if you have 8, I don't think you have 8 to commit, but if you do commit 8, then I can't go anymore. So you will disable it.
Yeah, that's it. I can't do anything.
Okay. All right. So I get all these cards out of the way. So I'm still enabled. Jeez, but you ran through almost all our potions. Thanks a lot, Warlord. No, that's fun. I like that back and forth. Okay. So now it's goes to me, my turn. And I'm going to attack you. I'm going to attack you for what is it? 18 or 20 minus 3, so
yeah. Right, so hang on, Francisco. I held this one back on that purposely.
Oh, yes. Okay. So here's what I'll say. In this type of situation, I think what makes sense is only one of us can play an amplify. Like I can't play an amplify if you play one, which is fine. Mm-hmm. I think this is great. So yeah. So Daryl just played Battle Rage. So instead of 17 damage, it's going to attack you for 34. But let's resolve the amplify first. So you get to roll 2 dice for your 2 water legs.
2 dice.
And I get to roll 2 dice for mine.
2 5s.
Okay, I get another amplify at least. Bless you.
So do I add 5 damage to my damage?
Yes, you add 5 damage to your attack strength. Like you needed it.
All right. Do these need to be shuffled now?
Exactly. So we're going to flip them over and shuffle. Oh, okay, that's weird. Flip those over.
Let's
Let's shuffle all those. All right, there we go.
Okay.
All right, so
Double shuffle.
yeah, exactly. All right, Yoshi, you have 34 damage coming your way. What would you like
Okay.
to? You
I'll
could
use
still.
my twig power. And
Oh
tank
yeah, yeah. You could try that.
it. Raw. Nope.
Okay,
So I took 30 something damage.
you're okay. You could still try absorb it if you want, but yes.
No, it's okay.
Okay, 36 damage.
30.
Okay.
And I am no more help, Francisco. I'm out of cards.
Oh, okay.
6.
That was a big help though,
Okay.
Gerald.
Yeah, that's why when you were like, "How many? I need 2 more potions." I'm like, "All right, take these 2, not
Mhm.
that one."
Yeah. Yep. All right. Do you take that? Oh yeah, you took that life, right, Yoshi?
Yes.
Okay.
I did 30 damage.
So, I think-
36 damage.
I'm so used to people using the scroll wheel and me seeing the numbers move, and I think you're doing the display of.
I double click it and then
Yeah. No,
click
and
the
that's fine.
process.
This is why I'm not noticing necessarily the numbers changing. That's why I'm just confirming that you did do it. I'm not trying
Maybe I
to
need
catch
to
you
write the
off
math.
guard or like, no, you didn't do it. I'm just confirming that it happened. All right. So then my turn. Oh, then we don't take counterattack damage because of my specialization. So now it's back to you. How long can we survive?
Okay. So I'm going to do the vampiric clutch on you.
Yeah, that's why his health was back up so high, because he did 60 damage to me and
Oh,
recovered
right.
30 HP.
Okay. Vampiric clutch, Well, I am going to use a potion to cancel it.
Disable.
No, I'm using it as a potion to dispel the vampiric
Spell
clutch.
the damp attack.
Yeah. So now
Okay.
it'll cost you 1 potion, or if you just want to like be done, then that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just be done.
Okay. And so now
And
it's
then
Malcolm's turn.
I'll attack with Malcolm,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's it.
So okay, so
Attack with
for
Malcolm.
65 damage.
65 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use. Yeah, I'll just use this as a potion. So now
I
that's
need to use 2 potions if I wanted to block it.
no, it'd be
No,
back to
1.
1. It resets each attack, each action, so it's still 1 if you want to block it.
But if I block it, I could just use 1 potion.
Yeah,
one
it would
on
just
my
take
hand.
1 potion at this point. Dang it.
There you go.
So now it would take me 2 potions, so I'll use this one for 2
Yeah.
potions.
Now it will cost
And
you
I'll leave
3.
it at that.
Yoshi.
Yeah, now it'll cost you
I
3.
leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Okay. All right, and that was your Malcolm attack?
Mhm.
Okay. So it is back to me. I'm going to do 17 damage to you.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the block.
Come on.
Roll.
All
Nice. I'm gonna take away 17.
Yep.
34 minus 17.
I think it's just 17.
17.
Later.
Let's see. Let me catch up on trash here. Drake says, so the other players can cheat? No. I will disable your torso. Wow, Drake. Baba says, Fibonacci for the win. Drake says, that explains it. I didn't realize Fibonacci. Yeah. Fibonacci was a great radio show. Was it? I didn't know that. Drake says, the real winner is the audience. Well, I'm glad. No, wait. That was Fibber, McGee, and Molly. Yeah, that's a bit different. 65. Yeah, 65 damage, Drake. Okay, you took the damage. Whoa, what happened?
What?
Oh,
That's
just
my
this
HP.
card is all flibbity
Oh.
flabbity.
Here you go.
No.
Oh, wait,
Wait.
whoop. No, what is happening? There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Now it's back to you, Yoshi.
All right. Here I
Keep
go
in
again.
mind, you have this ability that would cost me 3 potions for the initial dispel. Just reminding you of that.
Oh, it's okay if you don't remind me.
Okay.
I'll just make the misplays. And I attack with Malcolm first this time.
Okay.
65 damage.
All right. I'll just cancel it with my not today. So
Okay.
that means I get to you roll 1 die. I roll 2. Or I roll 2 die because Hobart's with me.
Okay.
So 6 and a
4.
5.
I get 4.
Oh, you get to roll. You get to roll one because I'm there.
Actually, I'll let you roll it. How about that? Let's redo that. I'll keep the 5 roll. You can roll the 6. What was that?
Yeah, you don't want mine.
Okay. So
One.
I'll take the 5 extra attack
I
strength.
got 4 HP though.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Because he needs that.
So that's canceled, and now it's your warlord's time to shine there.
My
I guess.
Warlord's time to shine. I'm going to Vampiric Clutch you.
6. Okay. Fine. That's going to kill me because I have nothing. So you get how much of your 65? Half of that is like 33.
33.
Oh, that doesn't kill me. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought that would kill me. That doesn't kill me. I didn't realize I had 75 life. Okay, so 65 damage. Okay, so I'm at 13. But you get all that life back. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, now it's my turn. You better watch out. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Can you not absorb those?
Turn.
Absorb.
Could you not have
If you
absorbed
wanted
that
to.
if you wanted?
No, because
The 65?
his speed is 43. My speed's only 14.
So you can only absorb if you're faster.
If your speed is higher as the defender, yeah. All right, attack.
Momentum.
Now I'm attacking you for 20 damage. I'm sorry, 22
Okay.
damage.
I'll roll my body thingy twig
yeah.
effect.
Okay, phew.
Ooh. That means 25?
22.
22, because my 3
22.
limb is still disabled.
Can you not
22.
re-enable that?
Only if I use a
works.
potion, but I was using all my potions for
Right, I thought somebody could re-enable limbs.
yeah, Malcolm. Hey, will you re-enable my arm,
Okay,
Malcolm?
okay.
Will you do me a solid before you kill me?
Re-enable. Alex.
Enable your 5
Bash.
arm.
Yes.
Was that
My
one
3 is
disabled?
back.
Your 5 arm.
No, my 5 arm
3,
was
yeah.
fine. It was my 3 that was disabled.
Yeah, no, you're saying he's
Okay.
disabling it.
Wait, jeez, fine.
What?
Okay, just make it add insult to injury now. All right. Now you're gonna attack with your warlord, I assume.
And we're gonna do a vampiric clutch.
You need the life.
Kapow!
All right, and I go down to 0 life.
65.
I'm going to try to I'm going to try cling to life. So here's my card. Grab a card for you, Yoshi.
So 32 plus 33 to my HP.
Golly sakes.
Hey. Yoshi, grab a card from down here. No, I didn't realize you were still adding them.
Yeah.
Okay, grabbing a card from this junk pile.
Yeah. All right. Flip it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
2, 3, boop. What? It didn't. What? Why is my R not working? Oh, F. Sorry.
Seriously? You had to beat me by 1? Well, unfortunately, the Warlord has reigned supreme this time in Galmenni. So they will install Malcolm as their puppet king. Enjoy your time, Malcolm. I hope all those Turkish delights fatten you up. Okay.
I enable all of your junkyard bots, and now you can beat the Warlord.
Wow. No, that's thank you so much, guys, for playing. Congratulations, Yoshi, for winning. Like I will still send out that. I'll put that link. All hail the Warlord Wowdrick. I'll still put that link in the Discord, so you guys can respond to that. But any thoughts you feel like it'd be helpful to just express now instead of having to type anything out?
About the only thing is those corruptions.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're willing to give up 2 HP for each one on the pass through, maybe be able to get rid of those, because to have 21 go to each stat at the end there, to me it's a little overpowered. Granted, normally it's supposed to be 3 on 1, not
That's
2
fair.
on 1, so that might have made a difference, but
well, you know what?
otherwise, I think it's kind of a pain to remove them. Maybe we just used the wrong strategy, but
yeah, I think I'm going to keep it for at least one more game, like it is now.
Right.
But I think maybe the idea of it doubling, like if you do 1 corruption, it's 1, 2 corruptions, it's 2, 3 corruptions, it's 4. Like the life it takes will double, that you lose will double each time.
Yeah, and maybe do something like that so it's not easy to just wipe a bunch of them, but to only be able to do 1 per turn, I think it's kind of hard to clear them all at once, or too hard to clear them. But that would be the only thing that's jumping out at me right now.
Gotcha.
And it's really hard to tell if the boss battle was like how we would have done with Lesty.
Yeah. Because she's the main damage output.
Yeah, and she also got 2 or 3 of the cities.
Yeah.
Like got the first hits. And so if you you essentially nerfed the whole, defending team.
Exactly.
So it's hard to really judge by that. But I think as much as I felt like on the first go as we were learning the rules that I felt kind of lost as you were explaining, you can look at these descriptions in the card or on the board. It then, like, after I was told one time, then it was okay. I think I would have preferred maybe the manual card or whatever, the instruction card that you get, the map points and stuff. Maybe to also include the descriptions of the, like, what elements are and how they look, like the icons. That could be helpful. And
isn't that on the back of the card?
Oh, it is on there. Yeah, but because those, I think they don't match the actual card.
I think the cards are just color coded, so it just
maybe
didn't realize
add back the icon of the 8-bit icon onto the robot cards.
Oh, so he's saying like on the green card, maybe just put a little fire symbol on it, or like a little earth
on
symbol
these cards, right?
Yeah,
these parts, robot parts, have those symbols like earth, water, wind, and fire, like the actual 8-bit.
They are like if you look around the 3, there's that wind, and around the border, there's the wind sort of iconography.
Oh, okay.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, now that you
it's
say
not
that,
obvious enough.
Okay, that's
It's
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the only thing. So I get what Yoshi's saying because I didn't realize that was on that card. I didn't. I just went by the colors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if anything, maybe just put like the water, earth, or fire symbol just in one of the corners. I don't know how much work that would be, but that.
I would,
But I
if I
understand what
can,
he's
I
saying.
would put the whole section, the green icon, the words earth, the blue icon for water, and the word water. That it just makes it more straightforward, I think, in general.
Yeah, I
One way
feel
or
like
another. But
I could see maybe adding the
it's
icon.
also-
I don't know if there's going to be room for adding all the wordage also.
Yeah, I don't know about the
just-
wordage. I get what you're saying, but yeah, no, I now that you pointed out, Francisco, I do see the wind symbol like on the border of the card,
And it's also
but I
around
didn't realize it.
like there's a flame around the fire.
Right.
There's water around around the numbers of the blue cards. so-
Right, and I do see that now. I didn't notice it before. I
Gotcha.
just was looking at the picture.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's
I think
that's fair though,
maybe
guys.
it's
That's
maybe
fair.
it's a contrast of how the card looks.
That
Maybe
could
in
be-
real life it looks better. That's also possible.
And that's
I
something
would
I'm going
probably
to check
increase the
when I
contrast.
get a printed version because I am curious how much that's going to be noticeable or not. Because it's hard. It's always hard to tell when you're proofing things on a screen that has a backlit light source if that's still going to be the same hey Boss Brown in a printed version. So yeah, that's
Exactly.
that's a good point. How about
And then just because I'm jumping in and I haven't touched on it yet, or haven't the new set of rules, I don't need like a full manual, but like if you get someone else to play test it, maybe just send them screenshots of the instruction cards, like the reference cards,
Oh, okay.
so they can kind of. Because like if I had seen that, I wouldn't have needed to. You wouldn't need, for me at least, to be like, all right, you're in the city, you can do these things. If I had gotten like
That's
this card,
actually, yeah. That's I don't know why I haven't done that. That's a great point. To just send
so like I
even that-
don't need a full manual, but if you can send me like a picture of the map and then like the reference cards,
Mhm.
like both sides of that card,
Yeah.
then it's on me. Yes, you going over and being like, all right, so if you remember, blah blah blah, and like,
Yeah.
but like
send-
maybe just send a quick screenshot of at least the reference card for the next group that plays.
Yeah.
It might speed things up a little bit in your, I'll call it pregame.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great suggestion, Gerald. Thank you.
You think it's possible to put directly under wherever or near the city, like where the card is for those cities, like what the city does or something? Like
No, I think
maybe
that's
just
what the
straightforward
reference
to
card.
look.
Well,
Yeah, like
I think to put it on the
you know,
map.
if you-
would
I was
be-
just looking on the map, and like, oh, I'm on the city. I can do this. If
the
someone were
whole
just
the whole
looking-
plus
just came over.
like
yeah.
everything that's on this card have on the city essentially.
Right.
I could see that like having that on the map as those are the
Like
options.
if someone were to just jump in and look at the map and like, oh, what's happening? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you can do this when I go on the city. That maybe it makes it faster or more accessible. Like the
Mhm.
tunnels, you could say like takes extra movement or something in,
well,
in
I,
an
Yeah.
icon form
so
that could
I think
work
there's
too.
certainly space to do it for the cities. I worry about having too much extra stuff though
Too
on
much
the map.
text.
Yeah, because
The map does look good being cleaner. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
so
don't
maybe.
necessarily-
But I think
So
you're
going off what Yoshi's saying,
Mhm.
so instead of having the dice info on both sides of the board, so
Mhm.
under like instead of having this here and here,
Mhm.
maybe remove one of those and put like the reference card info maybe on one of those sides.
the reason I think I'm thinking of like when you're playing in person though. I think it'd be
Yeah.
annoying for people to have to like get up and move around to look at the reference on the board for one side of it. That's why I have the dice on both.
Right.
But I think having like there's space in those city slots, even though they're going to be covered. But once they're uncovered, you just can sort of see what you can do there. And as you're saying
Mhm.
up, you can also look at it.
Yeah.
I think having that info of what you can do in those, at least in those cities, would be very valuable to just have in those that empty space for all intents and purposes.
Free space.
So, yeah. I don't even know if I'm going to keep reference cards because I didn't have any of those in the print. I think that'll just be things in the instruction manual.
Unless it doesn't cost you extra, or unless it costs you a lot extra in the print, like your final product, I would have
the little cards that are references.
Yes.
Okay.
So like whenever I play like a Catan, or there's other games that have those cards, they have enough for all the players to have one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just helpful because if I can look at my card and have all the information there, that's a real quick thing. Otherwise, I'm digging through the directions, and now I've got to find where it is in the directions and everything. If everything is on that card that's right next to my thing, that's a 3-second flip, and everybody can do it real fast instead of digging through what could be. I mean, if it's a 1-page or 2-page booklet for your instructions, that's one thing. But if you've got the lore and cities and this, and all of a sudden I'm flipping through a 12-page instruction manual, that's not too long, but I still got to find what I'm looking for. If I've got that physical card in a printed version, I like having the physical card.
That's fair. I don't know. I mean, I'm already with the cost as it is. I feel like it's here. Let me ask you guys.
$50.
What was that?
Like $50.
It's close. It's $55 right now. Is for a one print 55 and change for one print. Okay. So I think I really wanted to keep it under 60 or under 50, but I don't think that's going to be feasible. Under 60 seems likely, and if ideally I want to get this kickstarted, and for at least 100 prints, it'd be closer to $40 per. So I think that'd be more feasible. What?
And see, if you're doing Kickstarter, you can make that one of the
stretch goals.
Yeah, is the stretch goal. So I get 100 people backing it, or whatever your number needs to be. You don't have the reference cards. All the information is in the book. But if I get a $500 over the stretch to meet the first stretch goal could be now you have 4 or 6 or whatever reference cards as your first stretch goal. I mean
yeah, absolutely.
So
that's a good idea.
I don't know. Giveaway.
I like Kickstarter.
Print it yourself.
Well, so these black things that are covering the cards, the limbs, these black triangle things, those are going to have to be a digital file that you can print, that you cut out and stuff yourself. Because there's nothing like these that I've found. Right. So, and you don't need them to play. It just makes it look a little nicer. So
that could be another.
So what's the point of having them to cover something?
So yeah, let's look at if we're looking at my Juggernaut Yoshi. So with them covered, it looks like it has one. He just looks like he has this little fire diamond arm, this hammer arm, this hovercraft leg, and this wheel leg. But with them off, it looks like, there's this extra leg hanging out over here. He has 2 arms maybe, or 4 arms. I don't know. So it sells the illusion that you've made. It's just to help with the illusion that, this is a Juggernaut with 2 arms and 2 legs. That's all it really is.
Yeah. And the other thing you can
do.
The
other option would be to have the square rectangle piece cover only half of the card, like here, and just live with we're gonna have there's 2 parts to the arm, 2 parts to the wheels, So like 4-wheel or leg parts.
That's true, but even with that, I feel like you're still that's still a custom like half sleeve thing. So I might as well just make it. If you're gonna already go that route, I might as well just say let's make it as nice looking as possible in that.
Nice
route.
looking, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing you can do,
I like it though.
Thank you.
The other thing you can is some of the games and stuff that I've backed is you can have different versions of the game. That, so for $40, you can get these cards and printable reference cards and printable blockers. But for $60, I will give you good cardboard versions.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I will do the extra work, but it'll cost you an extra $20. And you just have, like someone who just wants the base level game. Maybe you could almost... I want just the base level game. It costs me $30, and all of your cards are print files. And it costs you nothing to send them the print file. But if you want, like, a plain card, a little bit thicker, a little bit more quality card, now your pledge is $60.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So like you can literally make $30, you get the board and the tokens. But for $60, now you get the board, the tokens, and all the cards. And you can divvy up your cost that way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have started thinking about all those different ways that we could try to do something like that. But yeah, I appreciate that extra thoughts. Those are certainly some of those things are things I wouldn't have thought of. So thank you, Daryl. Let me catch up with
Kickstarter. I kind of have fun on Kickstarter. I'm like 2 projects away from 100.
Oh, really? Wow, that's awesome.
So,
Drake says, "All hail the Warlord." Turkish delights Matt. Sway Knight says, "All hail the Warlord." Oh my gosh, you guys. Drake says, "That's why I cleared the corruption." Yeah, to make it less so when you played last. Swade says, or Baba says, "Ruler of Galmenni and Fall Guys." What? Okay. Drake says, "What if you could kill off the Acolyte before the Warlord is revealed?" I was
going to try to lose all my HP at the beginning.
Wow. I don't.
Is that allowed?
To lose all your HP?
So I died. Oh, I'm the Warlord's Acolyte, so...
I guess if you did, like, because I'm curious, Yoshi. I got the feeling that you didn't like playing the bad guy. Is that accurate, or am I just assuming incorrectly? Well,
I wanted to explore all of the options of like weird strategies, and also, I was trying to relatively prolong the game and like not like do anything crazy.
Yeah.
So just let everyone do their combo attack and so on.
I appreciate that, Yoshi. What were you gonna say, Jared?
So I can't see the chat because I don't have it open, but somebody said kill the Acolyte before the Warlord is revealed. Maybe instead of that, as attackers, you somehow give us an option to attack the Acolyte instead of the Warlord. So, like, you know how I had the option at the end to try and pull Malcolm away?
Right.
Instead of pulling Malcolm away, give him like a flat 30 HP or something, and I attack Malcolm to remove that saving option for the Warlord. Remove his extra action, remove his saving ability, but I can't attack him directly. So he gets all that bonus HP and everything, and Malcolm has, 30 HP. And as my action, I can choose to attack the Warlord, which is how I win the game, or I can attack Malcolm in our case, and like the Warlord still uses his potions and everything, but now I'm trying to prevent the Warlord from being able to use his resurrection, get his second
absolutely.
second action and everything. So I mean, it's a whole nother rule set for you, but it's just an idea of I spend my turn focusing on the little minion that's giving him all these extra abilities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And while I'm not attacking the big bad, I'm taking a big chunk of his power away because now he doesn't get that extra stuff.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. One way I was thinking of doing it, other than I wasn't thinking of the attacking element of it, but more so, you know how we're clearing corruption, making it so that if you've cleared a certain amount of corruption, then that just by that frees the acolyte, because there's that much less power that the warlord has in the world to influence. Or you turn in the corruption for a purification or something, and if you use enough purification on the acolyte, then that would free them. So there are some elements that I'm thinking of in that regard, but
or going off your sacrifice at the end, maybe at the cost of like half your HP, you can try and pull them earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Like at the cost of so if I've got 100 health, it still costs me half. If I've got 20 health, it costs me. It's just a flat half. Brother, sister, I'm willing to hurt myself to try and snap you out of this. Get your attention, whatever.
Absolutely.
And either if you manage to pull them, maybe you get some kind of bonus to your side now that you've got your fourth sibling back or something.
Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Maybe.
And I'm going to attempt that. I think it should still be the high cards because there could be a chance that it doesn't happen. But you're willing to give half your HP to attempt that as your action? Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, actually.
So yeah,
Those ideas.
Yeah, something to pull the acolyte earlier.
Yeah.
And, because to have the 2 attacks, it's great for the warlord, but I can't get Malcolm back until I'm dying.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. No, I
So,
like that.
I mean,
like that.
it's a heavy cost,
Mm-hmm.
but a chance to pull the sibling back earlier in that fight might be an interesting dynamic.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know what the sibling would do then. I think they'd just sort of be out.
Yeah.
Like they would.
I just figure maybe
Dazed.
I'm just thinking maybe.
Well, whoever pulls them out, that much like with you, Daryl, how you got to roll that extra die because you were, I had to wind amplify. Probably whoever pulls them out gets to have that acolyte as an extra die roll on amplify effects. I think it could just be as simple as that.
That, or maybe. Here's an interesting thought: is maybe that acolyte pulls one of the warlord's limbs or disables something, like just knocks the warlord down a bit. I don't know.
I'm not saying the way out almost, or
right on the way out. I'm doing a little damage. You've been screwing with my head for so long. As revenge on the way out, I disable 1 or 2 limbs and
worm tongue you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, okay.
So is this game meant to be only 4 players, or can you play with less players? And
I'm making it to be
scaled down.
I'm making it to be 1 to 4 players. So the 1 and 2 player version, you would essentially be playing versus the game. There wouldn't be a secret component or when I can always think of this term whenever I'm not explaining it, but I can never seem to remember it when I'm explaining it. Where it's suspect, deception, subversive. I can never. I hate this.
Deductive.
Yeah, something like that.
Deductive reasoning.
Secret deduction. Secret roll.
Kind of like Mafia.
Yeah, but there's a certain term that I can never remember. At what price do we get the Ginsu knives? Oh my gosh! Yeah, I can't.
Social and
Social deduction. Social deduction. That's what it is. Thank you. So you lose that social deduction element, but
Right.
it's just you versus the warlord. I think at 1 and 2 players, there wouldn't be the corruption. You wouldn't have to worry about that. It's just exploring the map, trying to free the cities. Unless you want the boss to be really hard, then I guess you could include that if you want. But then the 3 and 4 players, it's like what we did.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it's 3, maybe you put like half the corruption on the board, because like if it's just me versus you, or me and you versus him, to have the ability to have, I mean, I think we had an extreme at 21, but maybe reduce the number of corruptions available to the warlord.
Yeah.
If there's only 3 players.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I am pushing up to the time where I need to be done, guys. But this has been so fun. Thank you again so much for taking all this time to give me these ideas, to playtest this game. I think I had one more question or statement I was going to make, and now it's totally eluding me, which is frustrating. Oh, well, why don't you share where people can find you online or in the world, if you like, Daryl?
I don't know if there's any people in Michigan in the chat right now, but I am running the soundboard for a play at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
It is an adult Greek comedy.
Okay.
And that is the best way to put that for your channel.
Okay.
And then in July, I actually got into The Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh, nice. Very
Okay.
cool.
So I will be in that show. And then if people really want to add me on Facebook, they can find me through you. I know we're friends, so I don't know what your friend settings are, but
it probably shows friends of friends. But what was the name of the theater or theater troupe you're
the Citadel Stage. Actually, you would want enterstageright.org online, not .com, .org.
Nice. Okay.
And you can actually get tickets for all the upcoming shows.
Awesome.
But yeah, this one is fun, but very adult.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Go ahead, Yoshi.
Where can people find me?
Yeah. If you want to be found.
I go by YoshiOST. Yeah. I go by YoshiOST. On Twitter is GetYoshiOST. GetYoshiOST. You can find all the things I'm doing on my website, yoshiost.com. And yeah, if you are trying to find me on Discord, I'm also in the Retro Rewind Discord. Both Discords.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to say that.
No, that's fine.
And yeah, I mostly hang out on Discord and, make music. And so that's kind of my main work right now. So if you ever have any questions about music or streaming, love to share skills, whatever, help out in all those technical aspects.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, thank you both so much. I think we're going to just be out of here because I got to go. But thank you. Oh, let me go ahead. I always end in prayer. Jeez, Francisco. Father God, thank you for this time together. Thank you for Yoshi and Daryl being so giving of their time, Leslie as well. Thank you for all the rewinders that were hanging out here today, Bobo, Drake, everyone else. I pray, Lord, protection and provision over all of us, that those of us who have prayer, faith, and trust in you would pursue you more and more each day, and that all of us would experience your truth, beauty, grace, and love in a fresh new way. I pray all this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, who left all majesty to come down into our depravity, lived the life we went, taught us how we could, conquered sin, overcame death, being raised to you, the Father, making a way for us all to have a right relationship with you where there wasn't a way before. Amen.
Amen.
Awesome, guys. Well, until next time, here's your stream face.